Welcome to the Tool Shed Podcast. It's Monday night, and the Gig presents the Tool Shed Podcast. Across from me. It's too loud,
It's
dude.
the people going crazy.
I understand.
Yeah,
they're allowed to
they're
go
gassing
crazy.
it up.
Are you just that unfamiliar with the people cheering when you're
No,
talking?
listen. People always cheer when I talk. After a slight audio mishap, as per the Gig up here in the Tool Shed attic, I sit here across from the infamous Payday Bay, the Stove Top Cove. Huh?
Right.
All right.
Right.
And I'm changing
Stuffing yo muffin.
I'm changing my rap name to Style Dripping House.
Style dripping house.
You like that? You think that'll work, dude?
Word life, son.
Kyle Spitting House?
Yeah. No, I like Dripping House.
How about Style Written House?
I like Style Dripping House.
All right, Style
Style
Dripping House.
Dripping Out. Nah, that's too far off.
Welcome to the metaverse.
Here we are.
I'm Style Dripping House.
I'm stovetop cooking.
Yeah, dude. Stovetop cooking and also
Cove top stuffing.
Cove top sticking. All right.
Cove top duffing.
What do you got, Payday? You got to play on your name or something, or
I don't. I'm a producer. I usually don't have to worry about these sorts of things.
AKA Pay Dirt.
Pay Dirt Jones?
Hey, Bert, Pay Dirt.
Hey, man.
That's the way this shit work.
What's going on with the metaverse, dude? Are we in tune to the metaverse, dude?
I think it's phenomenal.
Are we gonna all live in the metaverse?
You know my take, bro.
What's your take, bro?
My take is the more we can get out of our real lives, stop dealing with reality, and make ourselves into who we want to be in a false narrative and a false verse, like the metaverse, the better it is. You know? It's like jail. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you
All
great.
right. All right.
Sound great to me.
Okay. It's like jail. Like when you go to jail,
Yeah.
you get to be whoever you want.
That's how jail works?
There's a lot of guys who are moving bricks out on the streets.
Okay.
They ain't got a fucking ramen soup,
Right.
but in the streets they were heavy.
Yeah.
It's just that their
They
money's
got
kind of
popped. You know
tied
how
up.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
my
got two accounts.
money kind of tied up out there or whatever. So you know what I'm saying. So metaverse, I feel like is like jail, but without the COs.
You've seen Black Mirror, right, Payday?
I've seen a couple episodes. Yeah.
Did you see this? Do you see the episode that's a lot like Metaverse?
No.
So there's like an episode where like everyone now lives in like this cubicle, like jail, and they partake in certain activities that are like virtual reality games,
Okay.
as opposed to like real sports. And they live in this cube where everything's a screen and everything's like kind of an altered virtual reality life.
Okay.
They have an avatar, and that's how avatars interact with other avatars, and it's like a complete simulation life thing where everyone's a part of this, right?
Right.
But you'd assume that. Now I don't think they touch on this in the Black Mirror episode, but there would be people on the outs of that. Like it wouldn't include absolutely everybody. You know what I mean? Like there'd
Right.
be like some Amazonian tribes or some shit
Something,
that wouldn't
yeah.
take part in that. So like this metaverse thing where Zuckerberg is fucking showing this thing or whatever, it's exactly like this Black Mirror thing. And it's kind of strange and odd and a little bit like, whoa, this is Black Mirror shit. You know, just like the dogs. Like when those dogs, now I know that the dogs were around, but like the new dogs that they have, those robot
Oh,
dogs,
the Boston Dynamics stuff.
are just like the Black Mirror dogs.
Yeah, those dogs are fucking frightening to me.
Yeah.
But I guess for the dogs, I'm not speaking for the metaverse part, but for the dogs part, I guess
R.I.P. DMX.
I guess it's right. I guess it's sensible because my assumption is eventually those sorts of things replace soldiers on the front lines. So if we're going to be the kind of country that's constantly fighting battles and things like that, I'd much rather send a whole bunch of those robot dogs, you know, until Skynet takes over than soldiers. But the other part, like the metaverse thing, the Black Mirror episode just suggests that everyone immediately buys into it because that's the only
Right.
way that's going to work. And I think especially considering who's presenting it with Zuckerberg, I don't think everyone's going to buy into it. I think a lot of people won't buy into it because they have a large, very good reason to have distrust in him.
But do you think that younger people don't have that distrust where older people...
Yeah,
or
I think the
younger people don't go on Facebook at all. They despise it.
Okay.
But also, metaverse is something new, so they may switch over to it. I don't think the
younger
distrust
people
is
love.
They don't. You're right. They don't fuck with Facebook, but I don't think that the distrust is there for them to be like, I don't know about this. Like to the older, we're like the generation kind of stuck in the middle where like anybody older than us is like, that seems crazy. I'm not dealing with that.
Right.
Living in a virtual world, like we're living real life, right?
Yeah.
And then the generation younger than us is already living in a virtual world, so it's like nothing for. It's just another step in the game. Like,
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that younger people, and I'm talking like even as little as 10 years younger than me or whatever, are in the mindset of video games and fucking all that stuff, right? And virtual reality porn or wherever they're doing, right? Which I'm jealous of.
You ever
I
do
want
Oculus porn?
No.
Me neither.
I wouldn't mind it though. Especially you've seen those things on the Instagram where it's like the old sucky thing, dude. It's like it like gushes. You like put water in it and it like blows you. It's like incredible.
A fleshlight?
Yeah, but it's like automatic. Like it's like bad. It does it for you.
Well, that's what a fleshlight does. I thought.
I thought a fleshlight you JO with it.
Fleshlight's manual, from what I understand.
Yeah, but this one's
so it's like a fifi. A fleshlight's just a highfalutin fifi.
Yeah, it's nice though. I think I had one when I was a young man. It wasn't a pocket pussy per se, but it was a gelatinous
that's a nice
mold.
alliteration.
It was gelatinous mold that I used, and I used it quite frequently. I would microwave the lotion. I put it to the bathtub nozzle. I did a lot of stuff. I was a young man, I was getting experimental. But I think that if I didn't throw it out the window when I first started driving, that I would have continued. I would have never had sex with a woman.
Why did you throw it out the window?
Why was it in the car?
Listen.
So many questions.
If you don't jerk off in the car, you know what I mean. You're not living. But I threw it out the window just to get it out of my life. Like similar to how I feel about my dog right now, is that I want to. It's
kind of like marijuana and alcohol were for you a few months ago. It was just taking over, and your sole focus was.
I need
on this
things out of
pussy.
my life. I need to have. If this is the only thing, and if I make music one day a week, and I do this one day a week, and everything else is just me or me being a dad, that's great.
Yeah.
Back to the metaverse thing, though. I think
before you go there, I just
want
to say what's up to Jesse James for being in the building.
Yeah, he do be in the building and shit. And that's what's up.
My number one fan, Stephanie Barrère.
That's what's up, man.
Nice French girl. She's a beautiful girl.
My thought is, if all the young people end up being a part of this like virtual reality life, do you think that that's a potential thing where people are working in a fake existence? Do you think that
you're gonna earn money if this?
Well, people already earn money here.
We already got NFTs, right? Which is a fake thing, right? Like the only reason NFTs have become a thing that is worth anything is because the younger generation decided this was going to be worth something.
It's like Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But there is general worth in that. That's all that you need to have worth in something.
Well, yeah, enough people buy into something and say, hey, this is worth it, then it becomes worth it.
People are making millions of dollars on NFTs.
Right.
I don't even get it. I don't even understand what's going on.
That's what I'm saying. It seems silly to me. I'm not paying anything to make my Instagram profile picture dance.
Like, is that what it is?
No.
It's like different. It's
what
different.
Is it?
You could get different things. Like we could chop a piece of this, right? And make it an NFT because we could chop it into like a 30-second bit, and whatever the software program is makes it so that you can't copy it, right? So now it just, that 30-second clip of the tool shed only exists in one place.
And then you own it.
So I can sell it to you. Now I don't have it anymore, and you own it.
So it was like that Wu-Tang album that they created that the one guy bought. That was a thing, right? Or am I just had a dream?
The one produced by Silver Rings.
But they had a real album.
But there's only one, and no one ever heard it. But the one guy who bought it, right? It was
but now I think the FBI has it because they busted that what's his name Skrelly.
No, I just saw a video.
Took all his stuff.
I just saw a video where, and that may be true that the FBI may have had it, but I just saw a video that someone else bought it who was like part of a Bitcoin conglomerate.
Okay.
Like he works for a company that's like the same as like the internet JP Morgan.
Right.
You know? And so they decided that all these guys who got all their shares in this Bitcoin company all decided they're going to buy the Wu-Tang album. And this one nerdy white dude from like Complex or something gets to go listen to it. And he's like, oh, I'm so excited. He was like, you guys can't believe the feeling I'm having right now. I'm on my way to listen to the Silver Rings Wu-Tang album.
We all know it's just
Like, he
going to
was
be on
gassed
like
up.
Donda level. Like it's just going to be, oh great, there's another album. And no one's going to care.
Yeah.
Well, it's just an album.
I can't imagine it. I mean, look, I'm sure there's a couple bangers on there. There's some joints. Is it worth $1 million? I don't know. Was Wu-Tang Forever worth $1 million?
No.
It's probably sold way more than $1 million.
Yeah. I had Dog Shit on it, which is one of my favorite Wu-Tang songs.
I'm a big fan of It's Yours. Is kind of like my favorite.
Dog Shit changed my life, dude.
Yeah.
'Cause
But
it's right up my alley.
so
Go ahead.
to RZA, he earned, I'm sure, $1 million or $1 million plus off of Wu-Tang Forever.
Mm-hmm.
So in the scope of life and the world, it's worth $1 million because it earned somebody $1 million. The same way as this Silver Rings John may be worth $1 million because someone's gonna pay. It's just coming in a different way.
I
You're
just feel
getting it in
like
a different
this
way.
Wu-Tang thing came up before I even heard of NFTs at all.
Oh yeah.
And Bitcoin was still like a black market thing that, black market people knew about.
Yeah, I mean, it was bought. Skrelly bought it in like 16 or 17. It's the album has existed for a while.
But that totally predates this whole concept, right?
Yeah.
So like they were kind of like they were on to something with that,
Well,
right?
So Sean's not far off actually in his description, but really what the NFT is this. Think about it in the scope of artwork. Okay, I have a whole lot of money, I buy the Mona Lisa. All right? I'm going to want some sort of certification that I have the actual Mona Lisa, because anybody could have a painting that looks like it's the Mona Lisa and they'd just be bullshitting you. So there's a certificate of authenticity, let's call it that. That's what the NFT is. So like you said, we chop a 30-second thing of the show, we put it up on an NFT market, someone buys it. There's now a blockchain attached to it that basically certifies that this person has this and it's the original real one. Other people may have copies of it, because it can be copied, but no one else can produce this certificate of authenticity. So what happens now is this NFT market, just like the actual art market, is now just a giant money laundering scheme.
Yeah. It doesn't really. To me, I don't see I understand as a money laundering scheme.
Yeah.
Great, phenomenal way
But
to do
even
it.
as like an art connoisseur of some kind of sense, it makes kind of sense. Like it doesn't make sense to me because a physical thing means more to me than a thing that is.
Because you're not 19.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But I guess that's where things are going. I just don't understand it.
Listen, I'm on the same page. I just wouldn't. I'm not.
I understand if an
I'm not
album
paying for an
album
NFT.
is an NFT or if something like of great, that makes more sense to me.
So Ill Mind, the producer.
Yeah, I love Ill Mind.
He's actually doing that now. He's got certain beats that you can buy as NFTs. So then you buy this beat, and you're the only person who holds the original copy of the beat. And if anybody takes that beat and comes at you and says, I had this first, you say, no, I'm the only one who's allowed to own
But
this
then
beat.
if I buy
What's up, Eric Gatlin?
If I buy an Ill Mind NFT,
Right.
can I use it?
Yeah. Once he says once you buy it from him, it's yours to keep. You
But then
you do what you want.
So
but I
to
can
me-
utilize it and put out a song on an Ill Mind song, and
Yes.
it's my song to
Right.
put out.
Yeah.
And he doesn't make any money off of that because I purchased
He
the
made
NFT.
whatever
on
he
it,
made on the NFT,
Right.
But
Yeah.
so to me, that doesn't seem all that different from saying, yo, I'm gonna pay you X amount of dollars for your beat and the rights to your beat. Like, we just have to, as happens, I think, recently in American culture, we have to rename things that are already there. You know, like to make it like the younger generation renames a thing to make it their own thing. But to me, that's not the Ill Mind thing. It's just not that far fetched because like you could go to a producer, say, I want to buy this beat, and it's mine. Like, so
Yeah,
how much
but-
do you want for it to be
But
mine?
let's say Swizz Beats buys a beat from Faust, and Swizz Beats puts out a beat. If there was a blockchain, if there's shit on, if there's, you know what I'm saying? If there's fucking a historical fact that's pinpointed here that this is the original article, then that's different because you can then go back and say, no, this was this. So like, if like Faust, like I know a producer, Faust, that would sell his beats to other producers, and other producers would put their drops on it, and then they would use that beat as their own. But if it was an NFT that done that, then that guy would show historically that he was that guy, as opposed to some deal done behind the scenes where, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then I feel like it doesn't work. Like Faust, if if he makes it an NFT and there's that fucking certification attached to it, now Swizz Beatz isn't going to use it because Swizz Beatz is trying to front like it's his.
Yeah, but it is his if he bought the NFT.
But if it says Faust on it, Swizz Beatz don't want it to. Swizz Beatz was the front like he made it.
Yeah, but there's a question there too. So if I buy an Ill Mind NFT and I put a song out, do I have to credit Ill Mind?
I don't know. I
I
don't know if you actually have to give him just credit for writing it, like not ASCAP or anything like that, but just actually say produced by Ill Mind.
Right.
I'm not sure about that part, but the rest of it, he says it's all yours. Now his beats are going for a fuck ton of money though.
Right.
What are they going for? You got a price on it?
I've seen some of them like around 100,000, 150,000.
That's crazy
seems
because that's
about
probably
right, though.
way more than what he was getting for beats.
That's crazy in this day and age. Like I know the rumor was always that in like the middle of the golden age, Premier and Pete Rock would get like $150,000, $200,000 a beat, and that makes a little more sense at that point in time because of record sales and things like that, and all the money.
But what's like Ill Mind's fucking like? What has he? I mean, I love
He's
his
heavy
beats.
on the underground.
His-
the underground though, right? But like, what's his like claim to fame?
And I'm sure
What's
he's
he
got
dropping at his versus battle?
He's probably got some pop tracks that we don't know
That's
about.
what I'm asking.
I know he's done a ton of work with Kanye as far as the middle Kanye stuff, like 808s and Heartbreak.
Okay,
and
all
going
right,
forward.
yeah, I didn't know that.
He's done a lot with Mobb Deep, and 50 Cent. I'm trying to get like a whole list, but he's not as well known by name. He was on he did a remix of the Black Album, but he's not known by name. But he is probably on like a ton of shit that you've heard, and he just sneaks his beats in there. He's got a whole lot of stuff with Joel Ortiz. He did stuff with Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, see, that's more on par with what I'm
That's the
thinking.
kind of shit that he does. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying $100,000 for someone like Ill Mind. That's like $100,000 for like a Knots beat. Like, I love Knots, but he's not on the level of a fucking Premier or a Pete Rock, even of that era.
I would say that they're close. The only reason Ill Mind also does a whole lot of what the fuck are they called? Like he sells his drum samples.
Oh yeah,
he
a ton of that.
All those black.
Yeah, when I
kits.
followed him on Instagram, that's all I saw him doing.
And he's a professor at NYU.
Yeah, something
or
like that.
some kind
Tisch
of teacher
Institute.
at NYU.
Yeah.
So he's got a little more of a name than Knots, but yeah, they're on the same level as far as where a majority of their stuff.
I love
up.
both of those guys. I really enjoy their production. But
Bizzler,
it's just crazy. Yeah.
Did you share this?
I don't know how. I shared the countdown.
Pull up Facebook and give it to me, and you can keep going, and I'll share it.
Oh, you gonna give me your phone?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Do it.
it's not an Apple phone.
Wait till y'all hear what's on it. Wait till you hear what I find.
So you didn't throw that out the car window.
No, I did throw that out the car window. But I'm just saying, like, all this fucking imagine being 13 years old and you're sitting with your Oculus headset watching porn, and then you got a sucky 5,000.
Right.
Come on, man.
Well,
what are you gonna do in your life with an Oculus porn and a sucky 5,000?
So the only thing I'm going to say to that, right, and I totally understand where you're
I'm
coming
putting
from.
me in the position because
but
I don't think I'm doing shit else.
At 13, you don't have $700, which is what you're going to need for that whole kit to get put together. Because you need $400 just for the Oculus itself.
Yeah, but if this is the only thing I want,
no, but hear me out. Like, so my son comes to me, right, and he says, "Dad, I want the new Xbox." All right, we're gonna spend $350 on the new Xbox, and maybe I give you the money and you go buy it. At least I know where the money went.
Right.
I'm not gonna give him randomly $500, and he says, "Dad, I need $500, but don't ask me what I'm doing with it." That's not happening.
Right.
So this kid's got to come up with a good amount of money. And buy this thing secretly and have it shipped to the house secretly, because the one part you can't buy in a store. It's just a lot for a kid to pull off. This is adults swimming in this pool. This isn't really like younger kids. As far as everybody buying into a Black Mirror scenario, I just think outside would have to get a whole lot fucking worse before everyone across the board would buy into we should live our lives virtually.
yeah,
Like, I think there's a pathway to it, but outside would have to become fucking shit.
Or if there's another pandemic outbreak and this time it lasts for months and months and years and years and years.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
you
Because
see-
think about how much closer people got to technology in that time frame.
Absolutely,
And
but,
I think
look
the
at
younger.
how many people were trying to beat down the doors to stop it and get back
Agreed,
outside.
but they were more so in the ilk of our age group than opposed to the younger age group. And
Okay.
I even wore that line because I sat and played The Sims for 76 hours in a row because I downloaded The Sims. I was getting paid money to sit at home, and I never played The Sims before, and I got really into playing The Sims. which is almost, it's like the old school version of legitimately what that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's what it is. It's The Sims.
But it's still, I think outside would have to be an absolute catastrophe before absolutely everyone just committed to, okay, I'm just not going to go outside. I'm going to live everything on my screen. At the very least, at some point, you're going to have to go to the ophthalmologist.
I agree, but I agree. But there's also there's a part of it that's like the immediate gratification of young people and like TikTok and shit like that and dopamine certs from fucking Snapchat and Instagram or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
People are just like addicted to those like quick release type things.
Yeah.
Where I think that if you have something that's greater than that, bigger than that, full spectrum 360 around you is that young people are going to be like super addicted to that regardless of the world around them.
You could for sure capture some people. I'm not saying that it's not going anywhere.
But you're not going to get the majority of people.
Not across the board, no.
But
because kids are still going to want to go outside and play football and play soccer. And
some, though. But think about how much that's died down, too, though. There's so much less kids playing fucking football and shit than there was.
We go to soccer on Saturdays, and we have to be there 20, 25 minutes early just to get parking because of how crowded those soccer fields are.
But do you think that's vastly what it is? Do you think it's mostly that? Or do you think there's a lot more kids playing fucking Roblox and Minecraft? There's some kid right now.
I think they're doing both.
There's some kid right now that's so fucking good at Minecraft that would be a fucking wide receiver 20 years prior.
Yeah, but I also think there's people like my son who probably right now is sneaking some Fortnite time in.
Right.
But tomorrow night and Wednesday night, he's going to be at soccer practice for the game on Saturday. And now he's playing winter soccer.
But without like serious dedication, like Randy Moss wasn't playing fucking Minecraft. You know what I mean? Like Randy Moss was fucking doing drills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and my son will get. I mean, I'm using him as an example, and I shouldn't, but he'll get there. But he's only 11 at this point. I'm not going to have him, running wind sprints up a dirt hill right now because he doesn't have that passion for it. So I'm not Joe Jackson. I can't beat that into him. You know what I mean? Like that's not my.
Well, it's not
thing.
you either. Yeah,
right.
yeah. So I don't know. I see like in my head like when I've done like the dumb things at like the arcades or whatever with the I see the fucking appeal in it. Even if it's just like a ride. Like if I just put a helmet on and all of a sudden I'm doing a roller coaster through fucking Jurassic Park, I'm like, well, this is probably better than most of the things that I've done that actually mean something.
You know what the illest thing is? Did you ever play the boxing with the Oculus on?
Yeah.
Oh, that shit is
I haven't done any
dude.
Oculus. I've done no Oculus.
My sister has it. They got it for Christmas last year. She got it for her family as everybody.
Is that what they are? Like $500 for the Oculus?
I think she paid like $400.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I think it's worth it, right? You throw it on for the boxing one. You throw it on and you it tells you step this way, step that way to calibrate it. And all of a sudden you walk into arena, right? And there's people in the stands everywhere you turn, you look, and you're in the boxing ring in the center of an arena, and it feels very realistic. And then you got this dude across the ring from you who's like 6'7" and 320 coming at you.
Now,
you're
the graphics legit?
Shit. Yeah, it's legit.
Does it look like a dude or does it look like a really good PlayStation 5 game?
A really good PlayStation 5 game.
Okay.
So then he's coming at you, but because you have the 3D with it, it feels that much more realistic than a PlayStation 5 game because you got a crowd over here. You turn your head, you see your corner man over here. And you have the little sticks in your hand.
That's scary shit, dude.
Oh, dude, you'll be scared. Like, I was shook. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I'm bobbing and weaving because this dude is throwing hooks at me.
How can they make it? Can they make it so you put like a body thing on and can feel the body contact?
They have that.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure
Can they have it where a woman lays on top of me and breathes on my neck?
So
I'll tell you what.
Listen,
if you put the Oculus on, I'll breathe on your neck.
All right.
Thank you, bro.
Well, that's one way to go.
Eric Gatlin says the VR shit is too expensive for something to do every now and then. I could find the cheaper hobby, which, hey, I'm kind of with you. It's dope. It's super dope. I don't know that I would pay the $300 or $400 for it because I'm not a guy who would play it that often unless they come out with virtual Red Dead Redemption, in which case I have no choice but to buy it.
Well, I think they're doing like a Grand Theft Auto Oculus, John, which is pretty fucking crazy.
That would be vicious, bro.
That would be wild.
I'd pay for it. I would pay the $300 if they came out with Grand Theft Auto on it.
Yeah, that would be pretty nuts.
And then the other $100 for the game, I'm sure.
So what, you think, like, would you be able to, like, sit down? Like, what would you do? Would you be able to sit down and drive a car and then stand up and then shoot?
Oh, for for
in
GTA.
Yeah, if Grand Theft Auto becomes a thing.
You do all the stuff that you do in Grand
But
Theft
how
Auto.
do you know? Like there'd have to be some kind of like, here's where your chair's at.
I because it's Rockstar, I would guess that it's not going to be quite as interactive as you're imagining it to be. The you can see all around is going to be more of the appeal versus the, okay, let's stand next to a chair and then sit down when I'm driving and stand up when I'm not. You'll probably do the whole thing from a standing position, and it'll just be a matter of what you're doing
press a
with your
button
hands.
to move forward.
And then what? So what would you do to walk around? Just move
So it
your
would be
legs?
like-
Probably lean one of the sticks.
Yeah, like you would
okay.
probably play the stick regular, and then, but the idea, like Pei is saying, is that you are immersed in the world. Like it takes first-person shooter to a whole new level. Jesse James says there's a Resident Evil joint,
There's also Red Dead.
Damn.
which I'm sure there's a Red Dead.
There is Red Dead on the Oculus, yeah.
Now I gotta buy it. What am I gonna do?
$500
Because
ain't
listen,
bad.
part of the appeal of Red
I'll
Dead
do a
is how
parlay next
beautiful
week.
the landscape is in Red Dead. So to be immersed in it, like I'll probably start talking like this, partner.
Yeah. I imagine
Y'all
like a
gonna
Skyrim.
call-
You ever play Skyrim, P?
I played Skyrim.
Imagine Skyrim in the Oculus. I see now I'm starting, like, I came into this conversation talking about how wouldn't it be crazy if the world ends up being like this, and I'm starting to think, wow, dude, if I was just out there skinning rabbits, selling it to Khajiits, dude,
Right.
in fucking Whiterun.
Collecting bottle caps.
Yeah, man, fuck.
I
Biz
would-
would do nothing but buy hookers in GTA virtual reality.
That's not even true. I would be in Skyrim, and I'd be skinning cats, and I'd be picking locks. That's what I'd be doing.
I'd go after driving games first, because to me that's going to be the most immersive initially. And then what would happen, I'm guessing, is I would then get seasick, and then I would never fucking play it again.
Yeah. I would, yeah.
I think my niece threw up riding the roller coaster in VR.
Yeah.
She throws up super easy,
Yeah.
but I
that-
think she earled.
That thing's got you thinking you're flying around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sadie was scared shitless. She took it right off.
I played the two things. There was one at the Bowlero or the bowling, whatever the fuck that
Yeah.
thing's called. They have one where you're it's like a roller coaster type thing, and you're sitting on a thing that's shaking. All that was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then I went to the other one right over here in not Mount Laurel.
Funplex?
The Monster Mini Golf.
Oh, yeah.
They have one where it's like T-Rex. They also have like an Oculus room where you can just put shit on and you just see people looking like straight tards. Like just doing like,
Yeah.
I mean, people look like fucking ridiculous
well,
doing
yeah,
that.
That's what anybody's going to look like when they're wearing a helmet and
We
swinging
should
their
all
hands
do this.
randomly.
We
If you
should
do
not
the-
live regular life anymore. I'm coming to the conclusion that regular life really isn't cutting it, and we should be living full blown in Red Dead Redemption. Imagine if I'm at home, you're at home, we all have our Oculus on, and
Yeah.
I can just come over and hang out with you in Red Dead Redemption.
And we just start shooting up saloons.
We both
Hey,
get on our horse.
Hey,
dude.
partner, meet me at the saloon.
I will not talk to you any other way but on Red Dead Redemption with a southern twang.
I like it.
Got your cowboy hat on? No, never mind. I'll call you back.
And think about penile measurements in the Oculus.
Sure.
Oh.
You could look, first, you're going to have an app, I think, so that we can get
This is an incredible segue.
an accurate penile measurement. Because this is a problem, right? This is a problem
In the Oculus or in real life?
in the Oculus,
Okay.
in real life.
All right. So
Okay.
we're blurring the lines here. It's all the
The
same.
Oculus is real life
Yeah,
going forward.
exactly.
I got it.
Virtual
Well, I'm starting
reality
to
is
feel
still
that way.
reality.
Yeah.
Listen,
Is
what
it
is
not?
reality?
It's all a simulation anyway, so
virtual.
why not play a simulation inside the simulation?
What I'm saying is that's what a dream is, right, cuz? And that's where I thrive at. Dude, my dreams lately, I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm going to let you finish this penile measurement thing.
Thank you.
But on to the fucking penile measurement thing. I had a dream the other night about my ex, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting at the headboard of the bed. I first had a dream where she was in it briefly or whatever, and then I went back to sleep. They've been fucking killing me, my dreams lately. Actually, lately they've been
Your
good.
exes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then I have another one where she's like talking to me, but it's like I'm not there. Like she knows that I can see her, but she's not talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see some fucking weird, goofy bald dude. You know what I mean? Like just some regular ass bald dude. And then she gets up and she's naked and she has a huge dick, huge dick, bro.
That
Like
seems like a dream
that I
you've
would
been,
have
that you've been looking for.
Oh my god, no! It scared me.
Dream
And then
come true.
My first thought that I had when I woke up was, I don't remember her dick being that big. Anyway, penises.
Now let me ask you this: if you had the chance in the dream or in real life, how would you measure her hammer? Would you measure
From the balls.
up, underside? You're measuring underside.
No.
Yeah, from the balls is
How else
underside.
could it be besides from the if you're going from the balls?
Oh, from underside, but not from behind the balls. I'm not measuring from anus.
No. But like you're lifting the hammer up, putting the bottom of the tape measure on your balls.
Yes.
And getting it that way. See, that's I was wondering why I always had such a small hammer in comparison to everybody. I'm measuring the legit way.
Well, I have to. So, what's the legit way? From the fucking pocket in the front?
Yeah, from pubes to head.
No. Well, here's my problem. My dick has a crazy curve up.
Yeah.
So if I have a
Well, that's
You
why
get a
you got
fabric measuring
Yeah, you
tape.
got to use a ribbon tape.
well, my dick
get
is
that properly
my dick's
done.
definitely is my dick measurement's definitely more accurate from the balls. It
I
just
don't
is.
think so.
That
I
whole
think you're
my,
giving yourself an extra.
my whole dick is going in a vagina. It's not just the fucking top part of my dick.
No. If you
Yeah,
go,
but you're not going in past your balls.
No, I'm
this.
going to my balls.
Listen, Lou G.
My balls
They
are
do call it
soaked.
balls deep.
Lou
yeah.
G just stamped it. Pubes to head is the right way.
What if your dick has an incredible curve
All right, listen, let me
that
give you-
hits
let me-
G-spots
all right.
with ease, dude?
I wouldn't know.
Then you'd have
I
a
don't know what
girlfriend.
that's about. You got a girlfriend
do.
with a G spot to hit.
No, I really, my dick is, I have a
Listen,
bizarre
let me-
miniature.
let
It's
me
a
break this
beautiful
down.
dick. It has a great curve to it.
Let me see
I've
it.
been told.
Let's say it.
It's not hard right now.
I don't care.
I don't want to show you my soft dick. No one wants to see anyone's soft dick.
Well, what if it's like a real hog, bro? Then you don't care about.
Well,
saying
no,
it's
then I
soft.
don't want to see. If I had a real hog, I'd show you my soft dick.
I
But
bet
my
you
soft
would.
dick is a baby's penis.
Listen, let me just explain to you why underside measurement is the wrong way.
Go ahead.
I understand what you're saying, right? Like you're saying that your whole penile unit goes into the vaginal canal.
Yes,
Now, imagine a vaginal canal here
a vaginal cow.
and a penile unit going into it, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you stop at that,
Hang on, I gotta zoom in. Go
the
ahead.
thing, the thing that stops you here. Where's my camera? Hey, camera one, right here, right? The thing that stops you is the top side, right here.
Bullshit.
This is what's stopping
Bullshit.
you. So you
Yeah,
have,
well, that's what he's saying. If he's
Bullshit.
hooked like this,
So you have more hanging out on the underside
No.
than you do on the top. So
I'm-
you're cheating
No, I'm
by
not.
measuring underside.
Not only that, but I got fat there, dude. So if I'm pushing in, the fat's going back. I'm not pushing in when I'm measuring. I'm just going from the pubes.
So-
that's horseshit.
Well, then you're
I-
being honest at least.
I got a whole other inch behind the fat, and if I'm fucking giving it to her,
Yeah, but if your inch is hidden behind the fat, you can't tell some broad like, "Hey, I got 4 inches," and she's like, "But I only see 3 there." And you're
Okay,
like, "I got
okay.
a whole nother inch behind
Okay.
the pudge.
all right, dude. When I was 200,
I got a whole nother 6 inches up inside of my intestines.
I do too, buddy.
So I'm working with like 7 inches.
Right. All right.
You just can't see the other 6.
I legitimately, this is factual representation here. Okay.
Okay.
My penis.
Yeah.
In December of last year.
Do you, have a little- do you have a marking on on a door
Yeah.
on the fucking door
The
jam
door
in your
jam,
house?
yeah.
I do it on the bedpost.
Yeah, okay.
So I got my penis. and
Jay,
this-
what up?
This is from the balls now, okay? Because
Okay.
that's how I measure. Because I got it. I need everything I can count.
I understand.
All right, but
I
also
understand.
because if I measure from the top, I can't. I have to measure from the bottom. I'm not using a ribbon tape. I'm using a tape measure. That's just always the way I've done it. You
I'll
either
get
have a
you a
ruler
ribbon
or you
tape
have
so
a
you
tape
can get
measure.
more accurate.
All right, well, whatever. I could use them for my biceps anyway. It might help me out over the
I
time.
tried to
and
didn't
triceps.
I try and break a ribbon
Do
tape?
you got
out?
a ribbon tape?
I got one downstairs. You
All
didn't
right.
want to measure your biceps.
Well, give me
with
a minute in the bathroom and let me fluff up a little bit, and we'll get to the bottom of
I'm
this.
more worried about your biceps than your peen.
Well, we're talking about peen right now.
Yeah, I don't want to measure my peen in public. I
I
think
don't want to measure it in public, but I'll go outside for a little
Well,
bit.
here's the thing.
it's cold out there. You're gonna get a really false measurement.
'Cause
I
it's
can make it work.
cold outside.
All I'm saying is my penis was about 5.5 inches, okay, in December.
But that's underside.
Oh my god!
And are
Can
we
I fucking
talking?
finish my sentence?
Are
dude?
we talking flaccid?
No, flaccid. Are you fucking kidding me? Flaccid, I'm like a fucking 1/4 inch. I'm like nothing. There's nothing going on there. It's
Yeah.
not even just a head. It's just a hole. I got nothing. There's nothing going on. It's a half a hole hanging out.
It's like a
The old elevator
like a
button.
little octopus mouth.
My dick is a clitoris when it's soft.
I
It's
feel
not.
you.
There's not much going on there. It's very sad and pathetic. But if I could be honest with you, the old guys in the gym make me feel better about myself because no one's really a shower. Everyone just got like a little tiny little little knocker there. There's nothing going on.
I get it.
Anyway, my dick is now pushing hard 7 inches. So from December, with 40 pounds later, my dick is almost 2 inches bigger than an inch and a half more than it was.
I'm happy for
Well,
it.
I'm just saying that's
consistent. That's consistent.
Right, 20 pounds overweight, whatever the fuck. So,
Yeah.
An inch per 10 pounds.
Yeah, whatever. It's more for me. It was like an inch per 20, and it was not even quite that.
Fair enough.
So regardless, if I'm pushing that fat pin cushion, if I'm the thing,
pubis mound.
what's the thing where the ring bearer holds the ring on? What's that called? Like
A
the
pillow?
Okay,
It's a pillow.
So if I push the pillow, back, I'm getting more. Okay, and it's going to be closer to my under ball than it's going to be the precipice of my pubic hair. There's more there.
I think what I'm telling you is I think you're doing it wrong.
My penis, if this is my penis, okay, which is
calm down.
obviously 8,000 times bigger than my penis, okay?
This is a microscope?
Multiplied 8,000, okay?
Okay,
So
all
if
right.
that's my penis, okay? Let me try to, and it curves
Like that much.
like
right?
that, right? I'm telling you.
You got an elbow in your dick?
No, not
Like
an
you would
elbow.
pee in your face if you
My
if you
jaw
were,
is, it's like a fucking, what is it like? It's kind of like a banana. Like it curves like a banana.
Heavy curve.
I got a heavy curve.
You're
It's
making
good.
you're making all the boys hot and bothered right now.
I got a heavy curve in my wiener, dude, and it's a good one. I've
I'm
always
going
been
and tell
told.
them hoes I got a crook in my dick.
I always know that
That's a Wayne song.
A girl's never going to tell me that I have a big dick, but they will say that it hits the right spots or that it's perfect or it fits well or anything that's not. It's big, right? But it goes like this. If I'm measuring from here, I'm missing all this. This is getting in there too.
Yeah. My wife's staying awfully quiet during this part of the chat. And, babe, I appreciate that for you not putting me out on Front Street in front of the boys. I'll pretend that I got a hammer. And
I don't got a hammer. I'm not
nobody's here
talking
to
about a
tell me
hammer. I'm just saying
No, I'm pretending quietly in my own head.
that you got a hammer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I was in the 5th circle of hell today.
Okay.
It's Luigi's attic. It's the 5th circle of hell. Bro, I don't do too much sanding. I hate it. And that's
Yeah.
why I have guys who work for me, right?
Right.
So I can say, go sand that spackle down. 'Cause
Right, yeah.
I hate construction in general, and I'm at that time in a month when I'm thinking about quitting. Just putting my 2 weeks in and telling the boss I'm the fuck out of here. So, yeah. So I don't do too much sanding. I'm sick of construction, but we're trying to rock and roll to get Luigi's attic done so I can get on to the next things and get on with my schedule here. We're a little behind because the sprinkler guy jerked us off like sprinkler guys usually do. And so we sanded it down. Did you see the video that I put up? We're sanding, me and Mikey are sanding down with palm sanders trying to make things quicker.
That's rough.
And so I couldn't see the other side of the room. And it looked like I was in Stephen King's The Mist. It was like, I looked back at the video and the video looked scary. Did you see it?
I did not. Your eyes dry out in here. What were your eyes like there?
Oh, well, as I went to walk downstairs, right? I washed my face off. And then I go to tell Louis works, like when he's at home, he works in the basement. He's got his little dope little setup down there. And he has a nice turtle.
Oh, good.
I respect the man
What
with a turtle.
kind of turtle he got?
Louis, what kind of turtle is it?
Just
he told
curious.
me, but I don't remember. It's a pretty regular turtle. It's a
Okay.
pretty run-of-the-mill kind
All right,
of
just
New
curious.
Jersey
Well, if it's a
PA
regular turtle,
type
I
of
don't really
turtle.
care.
Yeah.
All right. If it's a cool turtle, let us know, Louis.
Like a painter turtle of some sort.
All right, yeah, whatever. Basic turtle. But I get it. It's cool.
Right.
It's still a turtle.
Yeah. Turtles are cool. I like turtles.
Turtle power, dude. I like turtles.
So as I go to bounce and tell Louis, I already washed my face. And he's like, yo, maybe you should wash your eyes out before you get in the truck. I'm like, I did. He was like, you might want to do it again.
Take another run
I
at
go
it.
in and I just got a ring of mud on the inside of my eye ring because my eye fluid and the dust went together and just formed a ring around the inside of my eyeballs. And yeah, so that's why my contacts are out right now, P, because they were just
chunked up.
dusted that I just got to put them in the solution
Let 'em
and
soak.
let them dry back out.
Yeah.
So that was the thing that happened today. I can't wait till I'm out of your life, Lou. I got to be honest with you. It's mostly, if this job was around the corner, it's a regular job. But it's like
the travel time.
Yeah, dude. It's like almost 2 hours back and forth each way.
Every day? Every day.
Yeah. We're putting in like 3 to 4 hours of travel time over here.
Damn, dude, that's like me.
And
coming
I
to
like-
the
So what do you?
I
You're
like
leaving
Mike.
here at like 5 in the morning.
6:30, 6:45. I like Mike, right? But 12 times 5 is. I like Mike for about 37 hours a week, and then I'm like ready to be done with him.
Right.
And now we're putting in like 60-hour weeks together.
Yeah, spending
So-
a lot of time with that guy.
Yeah, you know.
I hear you. That's why I like working alone. Working alone is my favorite thing on the planet. People are always like, "Oh, it's just you," and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't like people. I'm not a people doing stuff with people."
I like when I could do I don't mind the actual spackle work, right? Because I could just throw the earbuds in and listen to podcasts all day, and I'm cool with that. I can get with that.
Right.
But yeah,
You
it's
know,
a red-eared slider.
you know what's pissing me off, dude?
What?
They're changing the Spider-Man, dude. Did you hear about this?
What are they doing to Spider-Man?
They're
I hope
changing him, dude.
Are they making him gay?
No. They're taking Tom Holland out. You like the Spider-Man movies, Peg?
I do.
Do you like the new Spider-Man movies?
I do.
I think they're my favorite Spider-Man movies.
I know you do, Louis.
They're good movies. They're not really they're not comic book true like the earlier ones were.
Yeah, but I'm
they're
saying for
they're good
movie
movies.
aspects.
But this is how he signed. Like this was his they're not getting rid of him. This was his contract from the beginning. Like this was his last movie.
Yeah, but he should be Spider-Man forever. He looks like a young boy.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Parker's not really a young. Like he's an older high school kid, and Tom Holland plays it like a freshman basically.
Tom Holland's the greatest Spider-Man
Listen,
of all time.
I like him. I like the movies. I'm not knocking him, and I like him inside of the whole entire.
And he
cinematic
does
universe.
his own stunts.
Well, that's just extra. That's good.
Well, that's the real Spider-Man.
but
I'm
he-
just saying that he's actually Spider-Man.
I was a bigger fan when Keanu Reeves played Spider-Man.
I don't think that happened.
I don't think
okay.
it did either.
All right.
Now he's off doing. He's Nathan Drake now.
I don't know who that is.
From Uncharted, the PlayStation games.
I'm Mackenzie
Ba-
Ryan.
basically the Tomb Raider knockoff.
Oh, so that's going to be a movie now?
Yeah,
All right, so that's why he's leaving.
yeah. He left. They've already started filming that.
I'm pissed off about it. It's grinding my gears that they're getting rid of Tom Holland.
Really
They're not,
chaps your
he's
ass,
leaving.
huh?
They're
Really
not getting rid of him.
I know, but what I'm saying is that to me, he was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like there was ever a Spider-Man. Like, you think Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, right? Like, you think that's happening.
I think. Yeah.
Until Tom Holland shows up, and you're like, oh my God, this is Spider-Man.
Well, they're all right? All 3 Spider-Mans are going to be in the new movie.
Are they?
I think that's what I heard. Is that you're gonna have all 3. You have Andrew Garfield, you'll have Toby, and you'll have Tom Holland.
How about
once they
Spider
break
Pig?
open the because this is where they're gonna break open the
Spider
multiverse.
Pig. Spider.
He's
So-
he's in the other movies
No
that they're
one
making a
does
sequel
what
to.
a Spider
Are they
Pig
really doing
does.
Are they doing a Miles Morales one?
They're doing a second one. Yeah, they did the animated one.
The Spider-Verse,
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm saying, are they going to do
Oh.
a real Miles Morales Spider-Man? Because that would be sick.
I'm not sure. I don't know about that.
They could get Jaden Smith to do it, who's no longer in the Smith family.
I'd rather they didn't.
What's going on with that? Do you know anything about that?
I don't. And
Do
I'm
you hear
happy
about
that I
this?
don't.
Jaden Smith quit the family?
Jaden Smith quit the family.
I
Do you
know. I know as much about the Smith family as I know about the Kardashian family. I'm
Imagine
fine
that,
with
though. No, well, I enjoyed the Smith family. I love Will.
I'll
and
watch
his
some Will Smith
contribution.
movies.
And I think Willow is talented. And I think.
What did Willow do besides whip your hair back and
Oh,
forth?
dude, she's got bangers, bro.
That
Okay.
one song that's all over the place now, where she's singing with some band.
Oh my God, Willow Smith is a fucking beast, bro. It's
right.
not like
I believe you.
it's not, it's not, but she really do be getting some this John. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Dude, she go ham, bro.
Sounds very Lords to me.
It's cool. It's some cool shit.
Yeah.
I like her shit. She has some good shit. But anyway.
So why did Jaden Smith leave the family?
I don't know. I was hoping Payday knew because I felt like that was something Payday should know.
They were all together the other day.
Yeah, but he's trying to
he asked to be emancipated.
Yeah, so what the
But he's
fuck?
like 19.
15.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I thought
He's
he was
15.
older than that.
So emancipated means what? What's the fucking...
Oh no, he asked when he was 15.
Yeah. So he's older than that now. He
Yeah.
might be like 22.
You might be right. Let me see.
Jaden Smith, who did the Icon song, right? So
Jaden Smith.
he has his own shit too. I
Yeah.
just don't really know. I know that beat was hot, but I don't really know his music.
Yeah.
I know he did some shit
He's 23. Yeah.
with Tyler.
Yeah, so he can. I think they
Justin
should
Bieber.
emancipate him then.
It's taken 8 years, but
What?
yeah, I think he's earned it now.
I think.
But
he's
what
fair.
is it? Where is it coming from? And what does emancipated even really mean? As far as like emancipated from what? The will? Like what do you?
No. When you're emancipated as a juvenile, you are your own guardian,
Okay,
right?
but
Like,
he's 23 now, so it doesn't matter.
well, okay, but maybe
I'm asking.
Yeah, no, it does. No, in reality, no. He's 23, so he can't be emancipated.
Right. He is
He can be
emancipated.
he can be proclamated. So maybe he's proclaiming to leave the family.
Do you think it has anything to do with
That was a
his-
real big swing and a miss. Huh?
I got it, dude.
Yeah.
No, you did something, dude. I started thinking about prostates when you said it because I don't know what words mean.
After Earth was an abysmal box office and critical failure, Smith 53 wrote, and what was worse was that Jaden took the hit. Fans and the press were absolutely vicious. They said and printed things about Jaden that I refused to repeat. Jaden had faithfully done everything that I had instructed him to do, and I coached him into the worst public mauling he'd ever experienced. And that's when he asked to be emancipated. So he was furious with the whole world dumping on him because he was listening to his father, and he asked for an out.
But that's when he was 15.
That was when he was 15. That's not a recent thing, yeah.
But
Yeah,
this
but
is like in the news now.
Because Will Smith is talking about it now. I don't know if someone asked him again.
Because they're just trying to air out all of their
Are they
laundry.
trying to make Will Smith kill himself, dude?
They're really working on it.
It seems like they want Will to kill himself.
Because everything he does has like this happy, upbeat, like his art, like his
Yeah.
movies and stuff. It's all they're just testing that happiness. Like, is it for real or
Yeah,
is it
he's
just
got
Not
it-
for long, dude. He looks so bad.
He's got a new show on YouTube called Best Shape of My Life, where he's taking pictures of himself fat and he's trying to get in shape. I think you should hit him up. Tell him the keto general's in the building, and
Dude,
you'd be glad to
Will.
help him out.
I'm so sad about Will, man, and his life. It's just on public display, and he looks like such a loser, man. And he's fucking Will, bro.
And he's really a winner.
He's a winner.
He's the winner.
He's one of the winners.
Bro, he was from West Philadelphia,
Born and raised.
and he used to spend his days on the playground.
Yeah, most of his days.
And then he moved out west.
And he was
because of the thing that
Alright,
happened with
dude.
his aunt?
All right, man. All right, we get it, dude. But yeah,
I'm with you, Eric Gatlin. Will Smith is arguably one of the greatest guys in Hollywood and of our generation. You get a good feeling. You get a good vibe from the guy. He's a wholesome guy,
That's
but
what
he's
I'm
still
saying.
cool. He's not like a... You don't get like nerve...
he's gonna
Like who's
kill
another...
himself, dude. Does he have dirt on
Like,
Hillary
look.
Clinton? What's going on?
Like Tom Cruise. You got a Tom Cruise, right?
Fuck Tom Cruise.
I know. I'm not into him either.
Well, don't even bring him up.
No,
then.
no.
I just brought him up.
It's a good example. It's a solid example.
Go
of where
ahead,
he's
do
going.
like
it
Tom
then.
Cruise is like the... Minus the Scientology and how you feel about that, he portrays himself as like this wholesome guy. He's got a whole shitload of success, right?
Uh-huh.
But then he's a nerd. Like nobody's like, oh yeah, Tom Cruise seems cool, right?
He's
Will
he's
Smith,
he's a jackass.
yeah, Will Smith is this dude who has had this success and who is, you know, a wholesome guy until recent, I guess. But you still think of him as cool. You're still like, hey, he's a fly dude. Like he's got style, he's got flavor. He presents himself with charisma.
His act doesn't seem like an act, where it definitely seems like an act.
He's a
with
good
Tom
man,
Cruise.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
He has a Nat Geo show coming out with a dude who plays Thor about skydiving and rock climbing, and he raped Orlando Brown.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what
Orlando Brown said he
allegedly.
raped him, right? And then Jim Carrey didn't rape him, but Jim Carrey raped people before or something like that. That's what I heard in this thing. I was really into that like 2 years ago.
Bert Kreischer once thought he was going to get raped by Will Smith. You ever hear that story?
The
No,
machine?
but that's dope though.
Yeah, he went to.
That would have been his claim to fame.
Yeah, he went to the movies with Will Smith and Biz Markie.
Is this true?
Yeah, and then
Is this really true or is this a bit?
It's one of his bits. Whether it's true or not, I don't know.
Okay.
And he said that they like went to go to this movie theater, and he's thinking the whole time like, well, this is what happens in Hollywood. Guys go out together, and then shit gets silly, and you know I'm just gonna have to suck a couple dicks to get out of here. And so they like go into this
A couple
private
dicks
room.
he was going to suck Biz Marquis' dick too?
They go into this private room, him and Will, on the side of Planet Hollywood, and there's like 7 or 8 burly black dudes there.
Oh, jeez.
And fucking Bert goes, oh, Christ. You know what I mean? Here it is. This is it. All right. You know, I just got to buckle down. Here's my success right here. And Will Smith goes, Bert, you know Biz Marquis and KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane and Cool G Rap and and then they sat down and watched movies together.
So first of all, he walks
he
in
had
that
this
room
in
and
his-
he doesn't know who any of them are
I
by
don't-
face.
I'm not
But-
telling the story very
But
good. you know?
more importantly, the one part. So Bert Kreischer is very funny, and he's moderately well known. Like he's not in the Hollywood stratosphere really. Imagine you pick up the phone, right, and it's Will Smith, and he's like, "Hey, you want to go to the movies tomorrow? It's just gonna be me and Biz. Is there room for you to come too?" Like, what the fuck kind of life are you living where Will Smith is calling you to go to the movies?
A phenomenal one.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He must think he's funny or something.
I mean, 100%.
Or do you think it's because Will Smith wants to kill himself so much that he's willing to hang out with Burt Kreischer to feel better about himself?
I think that Will Smith.
I'm saying he was hanging out with Biz Markie, who was ready to fucking die, and fucking Burt Kreischer, who's an overweight comedian.
We don't know when it was. That,
Yeah, this was a while
Biz
ago.
Markie has been ready to die for fucking 15 years.
Here's the thing: is that I think
Since Biz's beat of the day, he wasn't looking good.
maybe it's just that Will was at that particular time in his career and in his life, he was into bears, and Burt
There you go, and
Kreischer,
Burt fits the bill.
absolute bear.
And Biz Markie, for that matter.
I guess I always imagine a bear being a white dude,
I don't think it has to be.
more
dude.
of a polar bear than a black bear.
I gotcha.
But I guess you could be either or.
Yeah, you could be a black bear.
Even a brown bear.
Black bears, most bears are dark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even polar bears, they have black skin and just the white fur.
Polar
Yeah.
bears are black skinned?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're the original Wiggers.
Wow. Is that
Kinda.
how that works, dude? I don't think.
Maybe not.
No, they just sound like they have like they're like they have albino
Well,
or something.
if they're fronting like they're white but they're really black underneath, then I guess
They're Wayne Brady's.
Yeah.
They're Brian Gumbles.
Yeah. They're Tom.
Tom who?
Uncle Tom.
Oh. All right. You hear about this? Hers potato chips?
Yeah.
Is you know how they have like all these different kinds of fancy potato chips
Yeah.
flavors and all this stuff? Like
They're coming with some wild flavors lately.
Yeah, they got a lot
And
of
it all started with dill pickle.
dill and I like dill pickle
That
chips.
was like the original one that went left field, even though dill pickle is really just a sour cream and onion.
No, it's the salt and vinegar without the salt.
Yeah. It's the vinegar.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's a light vinegar.
I eat a lot of potato chips.
Potato chips are delicious, and hers has a lot. They have like the taco one. They have a bunch of. They got weird ones, right?
They make the
I'm a big fan of the Lay's loaded baked potato. That's a good one.
They're good ones too.
Also like the shebangs.
You know what? I like the
makes Chickies and
Pringles
Pete's, right?
cheeseburger ones. You ever
I
tried
haven't
that?
had them.
Go ahead. What'd you say, Pay?
Hers makes the Chicky and Pete's one too, right?
Yeah,
They make
yeah,
the
yeah.
crab fry ones.
So yeah, that's weird if they make the Chicky and Pete's one because they're looking for a Philadelphia inspired chip.
I mean, it sounds like to me what they're saying is, hey, we're about to put
Pay
out a
attention to
cheesesteak
us.
chip.
Yeah, so you let us know which ones.
Pretend like we didn't come up with this earlier, and everybody submit your guesses.
Yeah,
You think that's
We're
what
coming
it is?
out with a cheese. We're coming out with a Pat's cheesesteak
All right,
potato
so
chip.
what would be an offshoot if you could pick one
An
chip,
alternative?
What would be an offshoot to a cheesesteak? You can't pick cheesesteak.
I think you go cannoli.
Cannoli for Philly?
Like a dessert chip. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a dessert chip would be fire. I also, you know what I really like the cinnamon sun chip things. Are they cinnamon?
Are they
I think
I'm
they're
not familiar
cinnamon
with those.
sun chip ones. Yeah, and they're banging.
I think you go like a Terminese cheese pretzel. How about that? Jesse James, okay. A roast pork.
Ooh,
nice.
A roast pork would be solid.
with a little horsey on it.
Yeah, a little spice.
Ooh, or like a Nick's roast beef John with the horsey on it.
We
You
got
have,
it.
you
Let's
have
go
to
to
find
Nick's
a way
ro-
to have the chips delivered wet, though. That would be the only way that works.
They're gonna be wet in no time, P. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
I'll be wet. Let's go get a Nick's roast beef right now.
I'll go get one. I'll cut the show short, dude. I won't even rap, and we'll go get some Nick's roast beef, dude.
Thomas Stason, what's up, Thomas?
How about a fucking pork roll pretzel perk 30 fucking John,
A fucking
dude?
perk 30
How
chip.
about fucking pork roll pretzel pork 30 John,
How
dude?
about-
Fucking dude.
I say we get like a chip that has kind of like a deep, like a fishy flavor with a little bit of vinegar, and call it Kensington Ave Nightwalker.
Ooh, I like it. How about we call
That's more of an across the country thing, though. That's not really Philly specific.
Philly's pretty specific, eh? Fucking get a $40 Shocky Focky K&A Avenue, fucking shit, dude.
Fucking sick, dude.
How about a fucking
Bliss.
How about a fucking cream cheese cheesecake crab fry one, dude? You fucking like that one?
I
dude?
like it. I'm
Little
with it, bro.
cream cheese, but they already got the crab fry one, so
They
that
do.
doesn't work. How about fucking how about a crimpet flavored suboxone joint, dude? A little butterscotch, dude. Little crimpet, little suboxone, dude. Make them nice and orange, dude. Get it on your fingers, dude. Everyone knows that you
Actual
were digging
Suboxone
it.
dust
Real
on it?
Suboxone dust on it, dude.
I heard they're gonna start doing real Suboxone, dude. That'd be dope.
How about like a fentanyl whip? All right. So we don't got much for that.
No, they
That's
should just
all
go
right,
to
dude.
JL Jupiter, let him pick it and move on.
JL Jupiter should do it.
He would be the guy to do it.
Dude,
He
a
should be
Knicks-
the guy to release it,
He
Yeah,
should
there you go.
release
Yeah.
it.
roll it out.
A Nick's roast beef one would be really good, though, dude. I could go for a Nick's roast. That was one of my first keto breaks.
Yeah.
Remember? That
I'm
was
a
good
bad-
time.
I know,
dude.
I'm a bad influence.
No, you're a great influence.
Wasn't it
dude.
your birthday?
Look at my fucking arms. It might have been.
I think it was your birthday, and that's why we made it okay for you to break keto and
I
drink
think it
a
was
beer.
before my birthday, but there was something that happened, dude.
Yeah, we had a nice
We were
fucking
out
cold
there-
beer and a fucking Nick's roast beef. Doing a little masonry work.
Yeah,
Over
man.
there in
Some
fucking
steps,
South
dude. Some
Philly
grinder
row homes.
dust all over my fucking face, dude.
Yeah.
Shoo-wee. Oh, man. All right. I wanted to talk about the 10 Marvel superheroes that are not in the Marvel universe. You guys,
You mean in the cinematic universe?
You really want to do that?
I really want to do that, dude.
right.
I lost it, though. I had it, and now it's gone. Did you fucking take it off?
I did.
Did you look at nudes?
You got to move next.
Did you
Move
look
to
at
the-
nudes that I had?
No, but would you could show me some.
They were in there. No, I'm not allowed to show you them, dude. Fuck. Oh, my God, dude.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Jesse James with the hot take.
You saw that?
Nick's roast beef is ass.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. And we were about to make your fucking food truck in the fucking thing, dude. And you can't have... we were going to make you an official sponsor, dude. Jalen's food truck, dude. And it'd be in Frankfurt and shit, dude. And you're going to come out of here left field talking about Nick's roast beef is ass, dude.
Disrespecting Nick's
Your
roast
ass,
beef,
dude.
bro.
It's on site, bro. It's on site, dude. I'm going to come find you in your food truck, dude, and I'm going to start giving away free Nick's roast beef to anyone not eating at your food truck, dude.
Here's the-
fucking find out, dude. It's on site, dude.
I'm thinking this might be a situation where Jesse James is making a roast beef sandwich, and he's just trying to do his best to market himself and, funnel the roast beef conglomerate closer to his joint. He used to be at Penny Pack. I guess you can't do the Marvel joint if you can't
it's
find
fucking
it.
gone, dude. Everything on my fucking phone is gone now. I
What
let you
about-
hold my phone for fucking 5 seconds, and everything I had saved on it is completely gone.
What about Hater Tots 007's list that 50 Cent isn't on?
Oh, I got a list too. You got a list that 50 Cent's not on? Because he's fucking livid, dude.
He's completely out of his mind about not making the top 10 rappers in New York list, but we can't find any list where he didn't make the top 10, like no official list where he didn't make the top 10.
Except for a couple.
So we have no fucking clue. Like, have you found a list that
Well,
doesn't
he has
have
Hater
him?
Tots, right?
Yeah, Hater Tots has his list.
So let's do this. Let's
The
go
Hater
through.
Tots?
Hater Tots 007 on
okay.
Reddit. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go through who Hater Tots has on his list. I also found a list according
Well,
to
first,
rap
let's-
pages.
Let's go through first who Hater Tots is. You're familiar,
Yeah.
so why don't you tell him a little bit about who Hater Tots is?
Hater Tots is a famed journalist that is, he's been on Reddit, he's been on Yahoo News, he's been all over the place, and a lot of people really respect him on social media. So he has these kind of views where people end up siding with him, and
He's usually more, he leans right, heavy right,
does he?
although I often see him, like I saw him on, who's the gay white-haired journalist? What's his name?
Anderson Cooper.
Him and Anderson Cooper did a bit
He got
together
that big?
earlier this year, yeah.
Hater Tots and Anderson Cooper?
Hater Tots and Anderson Cooper. It was really good.
I didn't know he was that big.
Very insightful.
Huh.
So Hater Tots put out his own list. I think he did a piece for this month's rap pages.
No,
was
because
where-
I have a rap pages list that has
Oh,
nothing
you got
to do with your
Okay,
list.
so Hater Tots then was the one that we found on.
We found it right on Reddit.
Yeah, I'm right.
Oh, okay, all right, on Reddit. Hater Tots is ranking Nas at number 1.
Okay,
That's
50,
fair.
50's not better than Nas.
No,
Oh, no.
is 50 better than number 2, Joel Santana?
No.
I don't see how.
Okay, number 3, DMX.
No, not even close. R.I.P. to the greatest.
Okay, number 4, Big Pun.
No.
All right. Number 5, Pop Smoke.
No.
No.
Number 6, Bobby Shmurda.
That's close, but I think Bobby Shmurda eases them out a little bit on that one.
I think Bobby Shmurda is better than 50.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Number 7, Remedy Rossi.
Remedy Rossi. Who's Remedy Rossi?
Small catalog, but very impactful. I would agree he's better than 50.
Yeah, he rolled with
He was a Woo affiliate, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did a couple joints with JoJo Pellegrino.
Right.
Oh. Yeah, he's probably better than 50. I don't know.
The Last Boy Scout, number 8.
Rampage.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, Rampage over 50.
Coming
I think
up-
we talked about this last week.
coming
Didn't
up
we
on
say
the Busta
Rampage?
Rhymes, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Number 9, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
For sure.
I think maybe 50's a little bit more lyrical, but 6ix9ine's definitely got the bangers.
Well, he got more impact.
Yeah.
So I put 6ix9ine over 50 just on impact alone.
Yeah. And 10 on Hater Tots 007's list, Phife Dawg. And I think Phife blows 50 out the water.
I think that's close. I could see Phife being above him in that situation because it's close enough, so I can't argue that one. But I could see it being close one way or the other. I could see how it could land,
Well,
in Fife's favor.
I think solely just because Phife is out of the golden era and
Also,
has
RIP.
more years in the game.
Yeah.
And plus, you don't want to shit on his name. He's dead. You know what I mean?
Fair
so
enough.
We'll give it to Phife.
Okay.
That one's probably the closest one on the list,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
number 10, so I guess it should be.
So
And if-
50 still didn't make the list.
No, not
So
even,
50
not even
was
for Hater
11.
Tots. Yeah. At least
Wow.
11. We don't know. I mean,
yeah, we don't know what's after that.
right.
We only got
exactly.
10 to go
Yeah,
off of.
He could be at 21. We have
This,
no idea.
This list on Rap Pages.
Okay.
I took out my I get a daily
Yeah.
newsletter.
You get the email. Yeah.
Well, no, I get it.
You get the paper.
Get it
I get
delivered.
physical. Yeah. No,
Okay.
I open it up. It comes every day, and I
Kid
look
throws it on
into
the
it.
driveway.
They do a lot of top 10 lists.
Yeah.
This one actually has an honorable mention, which is 11, and 50's still not on it.
Okay.
So it starts with Heavy D is number 1.
Sure.
Well,
now,
see,
now that we
and-
found love.
And look,
Blue.
here's the thing about Heavy D. Hip-hop is a culture consisting of 4, some people might even say 5 elements, right? One of those
I'll
elements...
say 5.
Yeah.
I'll go out on the limb.
One of those elements being dance and another one being rapping, MCing, right? 50, who only is an MC, Heavy D, a dancer and an MC. Rightfully at number 1 in the Rap Pages list, I think.
So Heavy D, number 1 New York artist. Number 2 is LL Cool
This
J.
is of all time, correct?
I believe it's all time.
It's got to
Yeah.
be because Heavy D's
Yeah,
also dead.
it says top 10 New York artists of all time. It doesn't
Okay.
even limit it to hip hop, although every one of these artists are hip hop artists.
I
Well,
mean,
that-
it's Rap Pages, so you assume.
Makes sense. You're
yeah.
right. You're right. LL Cool J is number 2.
Yeah.
Now,
LL Cool J or 50.
so here's the thing.
Very similar.
No.
No?
No.
I think
They're both big buff for the ladies' music. No?
Yeah, but
That's true.
LL before he really fell apart, LL had like 20 years worth of a catalog. 50 doesn't come close to what LL has done.
Okay.
I
Fair.
also think that LL kind of fathered 50's later style.
Yeah.
Whereas 50 was, like you said, making Hey Love, classic. Now, if you listen to Hey Love, it's also a very creepy song.
Right.
He's like talking about watching her from the bus stop, and he's got a lot of things to say about what her and her man does and what her man does for her. It's really kind of creepy. That being said, it opened up the door for 50 to make songs like 21 Questions.
Yeah.
So
LL being the father of the style, easily better
has to be.
Yeah.
than 50.
You got to rank them higher.
Number 3, which this might be controversial, is going to be Ja Rule on this list.
What's the controversy?
Well, the controversy is that they have a real life beef.
They have a real life beef, but at the point in time where 50 started that beef, Ja Rule was the better MC, and that's why 50 started that beef. He was trying to punch up. And it worked out, but it worked out more because of the media thing than it did because of
Actual skill.
actual talent.
Yeah.
I think Ja Rule probably has more hit success than 50 ever had, and 50's catalog, I think, is now at this point bigger than Ja Rule's catalog.
The catalog's probably bigger, but the overall sales and the overall
Is definitely Ja
is
Rule.
Ja Rule, yeah.
And Ja
'Cause
Rule
he's got
had
the
and
songs with Ashante and
I don't
stuff
think
like
50
that.
Cent ever had a festival.
But also on the front side of Ja Rule's career, Venevedi Vici was for the streets.
Yeah, it
No,
was.
he had a lot of
And so
street
he
shit.
had proven himself to be able to be for the streets and then work his way
What
into
was that
mainstream.
Murder John? That John was
Holla
so
Holla.
hard. No. It was, Holla Holla. That was the first time I think I ever heard Ja.
I think that was like the first single that he put out.
But he had this John. It had such a great
When they
fucking
creeping
beat.
around,
It might have been called
warn us.
Murder Music or something. I don't know. That shit was so hot.
It's called It's
Was-
Murder with Jay-Z and
Oh, there was
DMX.
that. That was
No, that's
that
not
was
the one I'm thinking
Jay-Z's. And then was he had the New York one with him
Fat
and
Joe
Fat
and
Joe
Jadakiss.
and Jada.
Yeah.
That one, that's fire.
bum, bum, bum.
Yep.
Holla Holla still slaps. So does everything on that Vena Vena Vici. It's
Yeah.
a great. It
Ja Rule's
really
mad
is a
underrated.
great album.
Mad underrated, Ja Rule.
Not on this list.
Rated
No.
higher than 50.
No, he's rated number 3 all-time New York artist.
Right,
Yeah.
obviously.
Number 4, Akinelli.
I mean,
Pretty underrated.
one of the greatest rap songs ever made
Yeah.
came from Akinelli.
Yeah.
He,
When he says "make like the breeze and blow," shivers down my spine.
I'm going to say this.
I'm a big fan of the girl's verse. When
Right.
she says, "Sprung, once I feel the tongue in the crack of my ass, yes, I need a." And to me, like, I look at that as a guy who once was an MC, and her ability to structure something like that
Right.
and make it sound so melodic and beautiful. Well, the underlying
Before that
metaphor,
was really even a thing, right?
Yeah, like the underlying metaphor of it is so filthy, but she kind of camouflages it in such a way that you would feel like that's a lyric you could sing to your mother at Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. It has a lot of depth.
Yeah,
Do you think she's over 50 too?
the tongue in the crack
Yeah,
of my
yeah.
ass, girl. I would have to know.
I'd have to hear more work from her before you could judge it
Yeah,
off of one.
I don't know.
But I'll say
mean-
this about Akinelli. I think he's even underrated for where he is on that list.
He's
His-
4
his-
overall
his-
New York artist.
His first album, Vagina Diner.
So
is
what would you have him above Ja Rule?
Well,
LL Cool J?
just hear me out.
All right.
His first album is Vagina Diner, and it's an absolute fucking classic.
I agree.
Top to tails, it's an absolute fucking classic.
Top to tail, no pun intended.
Then
Yeah.
he did Put It in Your Mouth.
Yeah.
And it kind of took his career to the left. What I'm saying is, had he stayed on the path that Vagina Diner laid out with him and Large Professor and stuff like that, he'd be number 1 on that list. That's how good he is. So off of the strength of that one album, he's just far better than 50.
Yeah, I agree with you. I have no debate so far on this list. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 is Capone from Capone and Noriega fame.
I mean, you know how I feel about jail time,
Yeah.
songs about jail time, and the fact that they were so progressive as to make a whole rap song with Capone in jail rapping over the phone.
Yeah.
It's unparalleled in the hip hop universe.
Unparalleled to anything that 50's done as well.
Absolutely.
Looks like number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is Mr. Cheeks.
They
From
tell
the
me
Lost
Mr.
Boys?
Cheeks, Renee's gone.
Yeah.
We did a lot
It
of
was a heartbreaking fucking song.
yeah. I'll tell you what. In the ninth grade, we did a lot of riding around in SP's Chevy Cavalier Z28, smoking Philly blunts of AZ, of mid grade,
Heard that.
listening to Mr. Cheeks sing Renee
The remix
Over.
with the heavy kicks.
and over again. And then a few years later, when I was like deep, well, maybe a year later, when I was deep into my b-boy journey, I would definitely go off and do a few windmills to the party joint that Mr. Cheeks did. What was that, John? I can't remember it. I can picture it, but I can't remember it.
I know what you're talking about. It was later. It was like 2000s, right?
Yeah, like early 2000s at some point.
Was it Lights, Camera, Action?
Yep.
That John?
Yep. That John. Banger.
He was on the jump off with Lil Kim too, wasn't he?
Probably. He's better than 50.
Yeah.
All right, so we've come to the conclusion that he's definitely
Again,
better than
even if
50.
you just had the first album, he's better than 50.
Okay. Number 7 is Graph.
Now listen, when you think of mixtape rappers
He's up
of
there.
the early 2000s,
He's really up there.
nobody pops into my head quite as quick as Gravy. But then after Gravy, Graph comes in.
Could you do it alphabetically?
Well, there's three guys who
P
really
is before V.
Unless you're going up.
three guys really stand out, and that's Gravy, Graph, and Red Cafe. And I think any of those three are interchangeable at that
He's
spot.
got a lot of new shit out, dude. He got some shit with Benny the Butcher and Styles P, and he got a whole new project that came
Because he's
out.
better than 50, so
Chic
people want
Luch
to work
and
with him.
Ransom. Damn, he got a whole new project out.
As far as I'm concerned, you could interchange him with Paul Kane too.
My name Graph, y'all. Remember when he used to say that all the time? He used to let you know that his name was Graph. That was cool. Number 8 on this list is Tragedy Gaddafi.
Intelligent
No arguments
hoodlum.
here.
Nope.
Tragedy Gaddafi, number 8, better than 50 Cent. Number 9, well, I wasn't even sure this was a New York rapper, is Chubb Rock.
No, God bless.
Oh, Chubb Rock, the one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's a New York rapper. He's on the Crooklyn Dodgers Part 2, so I'm
Okay,
assuming
yeah.
he's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
from New York.
Chubb Rock is a beast, dude.
He was
with
an
Chubb
early
Rock.
on, like 91 fast, like
Yeah,
double time
dude.
rapper when people weren't doing
He
that.
would crush it. I had Chubb Rock on tape, and I would be impressed by Chubb Rock. And
Yeah.
still to this day would be impressed by Chubb Rock listening to something from 1990.
His breath control was unbelievable, especially for being such a big guy.
He sounded like a big guy and was flowing quick.
Yeah.
I'd like to maybe return back to something we were talking about earlier, and if I could see your Chubb Rock to possibly get a solid measurement on it, I think that we could come full circle here.
As long as you can
We'll
get
have
me
to throw
from
some
the
pictures
bottom.
up on the screen for him.
I'm telling you, it's like a.
I don't know.
I got enough
I
pictures
can't-
on my phone.
I can't name one song. You're sending bird shots, dog?
No, you know what I sent the other day? Can I just get off this topic for 1 second? We'll get right back to who's better than 50.
I'm wondering why you're sending bird shots.
I didn't send a bird
Okay,
shot. You know
carry
what
on.
I did
What did
though?
you send?
So I was getting pictures from a girl who's like, Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
I mean it. I mean it. Like I'm getting warm just thinking about these
Yeah.
pictures that are floating around on my phone right now. I'm warm about it. So I've masturbated 3 times to her pictures, which I haven't done since I was like maybe 16, 17 years old as far as masturbating to pictures.
Okay.
Still pictures, yeah.
So what I did was I sent a picture of the cum on my belly to her. Is that a good look or?
No.
No.
She liked it.
She said, yeah, I don't think she did.
She brought it up, dude.
There's no play where that's a good
Did
look.
did she ask for that? Or
Nah, I just
you
sent
thought,
it.
yeah, that was not, I don't think
It
that
was
was,
such a large load.
I don't think that was a good idea, dude.
Were you able to demonstrate that it was yours, or is she just questioning what's going on altogether?
Well, it could have been someone else's.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Now it's real weird that you're sending it to her, right?
listen, you guys make me feel weird about it. It was a
You
nice
should.
load.
Yeah, you should definitely feel weird about that.
I thought it was hot.
You did, but that doesn't mean
I don't
everybody
think
else
she
will.
did. Yeah. Has she talked to you since?
Yeah, it talks to me all the time.
Oh, here's a
Okay.
guy who doesn't shower
All right.
afterwards. Great.
I shower.
Hey, look, I could be wrong because I don't know what she's into. That could have been a thing that she's into. To
Yeah.
me,
She brought it up again today about stuff about it.
seems like a weird flex, but
Well, here's the thing. I don't like the way
Hey.
that my dick looks in pictures, so I thought it was a good. I had.
So just show her the end product.
Well, no, I took a picture while I was jerking off with my bird, and it was hard and pumping at the head and shit, and it looked good or whatever. But I don't know that it really looked good, so I was like, eh. So then when I came, I took 2 pictures on my belly. I took one from the low side with my dick in it, and then I took a picture from the up top, and then. Legitimately, I cropped my dick out and sent it without my dick
You doing
head.
Photoshop on these
I
cover
don't
pics
like
now?
the way my dick looks, dude. It doesn't touch, like, it barely touches my belly button. It's not a good look, dude.
did she ask for a dick pic?
No,
Yeah, I don't think that you should send her one.
I didn't send her one.
No, but you were thinking about it.
I was. Dude, she's sending me fucking.
That doesn't mean that you send them back.
I
dude.
just sent one of cum. It's just my cum, dude.
That makes it weirder. It
I
would
think
be
it's
less
perfect.
Listen, it would be less weird if you sent a bird shot, but also in the sphere of TWD.
She said, "I wish it didn't go to waste." That was her response to it.
Look, I could be wrong.
I'm reading the situation, bro. I'm in here, bro.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
bobbing
You know
and
what?
weaving, dude.
Hey.
I'm doing stuff.
Also, do your thing, but don't send bird shots.
Number 10 on this list, better than 50 Cent. Salt.
From Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
From Salt and Pepper fame.
Huh.
You got that over 50?
I'd like to see, before I make a decision, because I think that one's neck and neck. Before I make a decision, I would like to see a Salt versus 50, like a versus.
Like a versus?
Yeah, versus. And see who comes out on top.
What a man, what a man.
What a mighty good man.
What a mighty good man.
And then right into Shoop, and then the show's over. And,
And
there's
it's
nothing
a
you
wrap.
can do.
There
Yeah.
really isn't much you could do. They don't even have to do push it.
Nope.
They don't have to do
Nope. They can
push
keep
it.
that in their back pocket just in case.
Oh, what, you dropped Wanksta?
Right, exactly.
We got you.
Right.
All right.
You get in the. He's got to save in the club for the end, so they just
Salt's
got
a
to
weird
gauge it
one.
and
Salt's
see.
a weird one to me that they threw Salt in. And then their honorable mention was Iron Solomon.
Well,
All right.
you have to show it, being that it's a New York artist list
And it's rap pages.
and it's rap pages. Got to show love to the
Actually,
battle rap
You
community.
know what's funny? I think Iron Solomon works for rap pages. So I think that might
Now
have been why.
Yeah, that makes sense because I would probably pick like a Math Hoffa
Yeah.
over Iron Solomon,
Daylight.
but he's not from New York.
Loaded
no,
Lux.
Is he Detroit? Oh yeah, Loaded Lux is good.
Oh well, Loaded Lux, like in all reality, Loaded Lux could make a top 10 artist list. any list, and it would be fair game, I think.
Yeah.
Because Loaded Lux, even though he's not making like bangers of songs, his talent as a writer is, pretty unmatched.
Yeah.
There's not too many cats who could write like Loaded Lux.
So we found 2 lists out of all lists in New York artists that didn't mention 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Neither one of our lists have the same artists on it. So together with your 10 and this 10 plus 1,
That's a
20
that's
piece.
21
yeah.
artists
There's the 21 questions.
better than 50 Cent in New York.
Which explains, it has to be, so 50's, I guess he's tweeting about how they ain't mentioning him on lists.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
he's angry about it.
And, yeah, so these are 2 lists that they ain't mentioning him on. He doesn't specify who they are,
No.
but most
Well, that's why
other
we
lists,
had to dig a little bit.
yeah,
you know what
most
I mean?
other lists I think are probably mentioning him, even if we're not.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. You want me to let me ask you this?
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I ask you this.
Stephen McCory, what's happening, buddy?
I
Thanks
got
for
one
stopping by.
I got one that's not a would you rather, but it's still let me ask you this. All right.
All right.
You're the best man at a wedding.
Yeah.
You view the bride to be walking out of a broom closet disheveled with another man.
Get this away from me. I got work tomorrow.
All right.
Put it up on the white thing there.
I was thinking
Get it out
about
your
it.
way.
Can I finish?
Yeah, carry on.
You view the bride to be to walk out of broom closet looking disheveled with another man, presumably having an affair.
I'm the
You're the best man in your boy's wedding. It's
Yeah.
your best friend or whatever. Pick a guy in your head that you're the best man for.
you.
Okay, I love
Nice.
it.
This is
Thanks,
beautiful.
man. This is great. All right, so you're the best man at my wedding.
Yeah.
All right, and you witness my bride to be, this girl who loves my cum pictures. Okay, her. All right.
Oh, so she's demented, so this is going to be tricky. Go ahead.
Well, no, whatever. All right. She's walking out of a broom closet with some other dude.
Yeah.
Do you say something or do you let it just go? Now, this is a nice wedding. How much do you hate this question? Can you calm down?
That's my thinking face.
Oh, okay. That's a thinking noise as well.
Yeah, it accompanies the face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, if I'm the best man,
Yeah.
this is one of my brothers.
Yeah.
I assume that it's a guy like Smoke, E, could be you, guys who
See how
I
quickly I was demoted? on
And
that list?
I wasn't listed at all, so
No,
don't
I'm
even
so
worry
sorry,
about
man.
it. Yeah.
You're good.
I was only throwing biz in because I said it at the beginning.
I understand. I got that.
Trying to keep the thing going.
Thanks for keeping it
I was
real.
helping you with it.
I appreciate it. These are guys, if I'm the best man, these are guys that I've known for decades, right? That we've, been through thick and thin together and don't lie to each other for anything. Because we have no reason. It's not a relationship where I would ever try and hide anything from Smoke. I'm
Right.
straight up with him. Same thing with E and the same thing that they are with me, right? So I think that if that happens and I bring it to them, they're not going to be the guys who are like, oh, you're just fucking hating, right? You're just hating. They're going to believe it. Now, that being said, my pop told me you never step between a man and his girl. He told me this early on in like middle school. He was like, you're going to notice, guys start hooking up with girls and they start pulling away from your circle and stuff like that. You're best to never step in and get involved in that. So this is a tough look and a tough question because those two things both weigh on my mind. That we've been friends for decades, but also that you're not really supposed to step into the midst of somebody's relationship. I think that I have to tell them though, right? Because then it's like, hey, this is happening. Here's what you were signing up for the rest of your life, right? Now this is either going to go sour in 7 or 10 years, or you can let it go sour now and save yourself a whole bunch of headache in the long run. But I have to tell you that this is what I saw. Hopefully, here's the video proof that I was able to grab on my phone.
Right.
And you do what you want to do with it. I'm behind you any which way. I think that it looked like she's fucking your cousin, and you should call this wedding the fuck off and let her look like an asshole and tell everybody why you're calling the wedding off.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Pete?
She's got 5 minutes. She's got 5 minutes from when I see her and she's going to be told this. She's got 5 minutes from when I see her until I tell him. And she has the option to tell him first, but whichever one of us gets to him after 5 minutes is telling him what the fuck is going on, because I'm not letting him go into it blind. I know what you're saying about don't get in between a guy and a girl, but this is not... I don't.
It's a different story.
I don't think this is what your father's
Yeah.
advice is about. I think your father's advice is about like when we talk about friends who get pussy whipped and
Right.
that sort of thing. This is much more. This is a much bigger thing, and this is my people. I'm the best man, like you said. That's your brother up there. She's got 5 minutes to square it away with him, because then I'm going to. And whatever happens at that point, I really don't give a fuck. Because if he says, yeah, I know this is the kind of thing she does, then all right, good luck, God bless. And if he sasays, thank you, or if he says, fuck you for doing this, I've still done, I'm comfortable that I did the thing I had to do.
Yeah.
I think I think I'm playing it all wrong. I like the way that you're playing it. You give her the option. I like the idea of giving her options, and I think at that point,
I like the idea of confronting her, because that's something that it's not necessarily, broken down here where you have no options. You're allowed to do what you want to do. Are you going to tell him or not? You're given an ultimatum and saying, hey, listen, I just saw what the fuck is going on. I'm going to go
Now,
say
what do you
something to
wanna
him.
do?
Boy, if you want to go clear it because it's your fucking business, then
Because
go clear it.
if we want to take him outside before the wedding and square him away, that's fine too. Whatever we have to do.
Right.
But yeah, I like I said, I'm going to give her the option first, because maybe she's got a way she can plea out of it. Maybe nothing really happened in there. I don't know.
Right.
But
all we can do is what the appearance is, and
you figure it out.
Get to the bottom of it. What
I
were you
like.
gonna say?
Well, I like the idea of giving her options. Now, if this is one of my guys, I'm sure that their wife is at least a solid 8, right? If they're gonna marry her, she's got to be hot. So I give her the option at that point. Like, look, we could either go tell him immediately, me and you together, or me and you together can go back into the closet and we do the same thing that you and your man did, and this whole thing disappears.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Because they're an 8.
The blackmail angle, I like it.
Yeah, because she's hot.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow. I like the way you went with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. This was something that I read, and I was thinking, like, that would be a really tough one. That's why I wanted to propose it, because no pun intended, I was like, because I'm thinking in my head, like, if someone's out there, you got all your friends and family, you got grandmom who's 97 years old, who's watching her grandson get, you know what I mean? Like all the stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you got maybe $30,000 dished out or something crazy or whatever, you know what I mean? All different kinds of crazy stuff going on like that. Who am I to
ruin it?
Yeah.
You're his
because
best man.
I know.
You're so high up on the list of who his best friends are that you're in charge of the rest of his best friends.
Yeah, you're the guy.
Wrangler.
You're the guy.
Yeah, I guess when you put it that way, you do have to say something. I think I would I don't think that I would have, my original thought probably wouldn't be to confront her. You know what I mean? But I like that you said that. Now, in the future, if this ever comes across where it's my life and this actually happens, that would probably be the move. Would be like, yo, what the fuck was that shit? You know what I mean? Like, that's, totally, and especially to be happening at the wedding.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Because then
you spicy.
Yeah, because that's fucking foul, bro.
You got like a 12-hour window where you absolutely should keep it in your pants, and she couldn't handle it.
Yeah, you got 14 pictures of your wedding day all over the wall in your house that you built together with kids you're about to have, and she'll always remember that she fucked Jared in the closet.
And like you said, her grandmother's there too. Her family is sitting there waiting for them to get married while she's off doing this shit.
All right, let's flip this a little bit. All right, so you tell them, right?
Yeah.
Now let's put it where we're the guy getting married.
Okay.
And we're told. Okay. What do we do?
Oh, I got this one. This is pretty easy for me because of the situation and because I'm not I don't like to draw unneeded attention to myself. I'm an introvert. I tell her, we're going to go through with this ceremony from beginning to end, but I'm not signing the fucking paperwork that says that we're married. And after this little party's over, that's fucking it. So enjoy yourself tonight and then get the fuck out of my house.
I like it.
Because I'm not going to fuck it up for everybody else. Everybody else is there for a good time, and they have no idea, and it's not their fault that this happened. So we're going to let the party happen. We're going to let the priest do his thing, and then you can just fucking go.
Yeah. The problem, I would like to say something, right? Because I do like the attention.
Yeah.
But the reception, the fun part of the wedding is after the vows. It's not, you don't have a fucking party time.
The vows don't mean anything. You got to sign the license and all that stuff.
Yeah, but I want to do it at the. I want to I wish the party took place.
You want to do it at the altar.
I want to do it at the altar.
I got you.
Be like, yeah. By the way, Freddie told me. Guess what Freddie told me right before I got in here?
Yeah.
He said, this beautiful woman that I'm, ready to dedicate my life to was fucking around with Jared in the broom closet on my wedding day.
But once nobody's gonna blame her if it's Jared. That
Well,
son of a
you don't
bitch,
know.
he's a hunk.
You don't know.
Jared
Regardless,
is a
it's the wedding day.
fucking 10.
No, but you fucking
You wait for the vows and ask the priest, like, let me ask you a question. When she says till death do us part, does it include Jared or not Jared?
Yeah.
Where does Jared fall into the mix on this whole thing?
Or just go
Sir?
grab them and pull them in your
Yeah.
spot and walk out.
You wanted this, you could have it.
That's a good move.
Yeah. How about you guys continue without me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bar.
Go get a drink.
Who wants to blow me?
I
In
think you
general,
gotta-
though, that's a real question that I'm asking the world.
I think you got to bang the bridesmaid,
Yeah.
the maid of honor,
Or the grandmom.
The grandmom's probably
The same
She
time?
could use it.
Yeah, the grandmom could use it, and that would be like the gentleman way to deal with it.
Yeah, banging the grandmom.
But I think the harder hitting situation is to bang the maid of honor.
Yeah.
And then you guys are even, and you carry on, have kids, and a beautiful life together.
With the bridesmaid or with the
The maid of honor's tribute now, and that's
Well,
that.
you have a guest house where the maid of honor and Jared both live
Yeah,
together.
and you guys have orgies and shit.
Swingers,
Yeah, maybe that sounds
they're
good.
just in there for their free use.
I like it.
sex
Good for them.
slaves, if you will.
Yeah.
I like it. This is also not a would you rather. Pick an age to stay forever.
25,
Okay.
26, all summer long.
All life long. You'd be 26 forever.
Well, we used to have a thing, right, when we were, I don't know, I guess we must have been 27, right? Or something like that. It couldn't have been 27, and it could have been 26 because it was after Steph. But when me and Ian Smoke were, like, heavy in the single world, we had a saying where we were like, I'd say we were probably like 26, but the saying was, Psh, babe, I'm 24 all summer long. Because we were trying to bang younger bitches.
Sure.
Ah, gotcha.
I think that I would pick 26, right? Because at 26, as a guy who suffers from body dysmorphia, 26 is right about where a man could be in the best shape of his life, right? And not have to work extremely hard for it. Like, you've got to the point where you have man's strength and physique, but you're not so old as like a 35-year-old where you have to fucking work really hard to fucking keep super fit.
Right.
You can kind of coast. You have, you've been around long enough to kind of understand that you don't know it all and you can play a humble position and carry on, but you're also old enough to be in charge of some things via somebody else if it's like your career or whatever. Also, you're old enough to rent a vehicle, so you don't want to be fucking 22 and you need to fucking rent a
gotta get
vehicle
away, yeah.
somewhere and you can't because you're stuck at 22
Can't
forever.
get that charger off the Hertz lot.
Yeah.
I like what you just said. It makes me want to pick, like, my initial thought when I read this was 28.
Yeah.
Just because I like 28, and 28 was like in my head when I was a kid. I was like, man, when I'm 28.
Yeah, it's right
gonna
near
be lit.
26, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but then what you just said made me feel like 21 would be cool. Not because of the rental car thing, because obviously that, whatever. But 21 is like you're still young enough to make mistakes, and people are like, he's 21.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's 20, he's still a kid.
Yeah.
He's 21. When you're 26, you got a couple more years under your belt. You're closer to 30. You can't be fucking up as much. But when
That's
you're
true.
21, you could fuck up a little bit. No one's going to hold you to it. Plus, if you were a 21-year-old that wanted to have a sex with a 17-year-old, you're within the jurisdiction.
Your
to have
legal
sex.
ramifications.
You're allowed
And
to.
that's the important thing.
And if you're going to be 21 for a lifetime,
You want to be able to bang
you
want to
eventually, in your 58th year of being 21, just say you're
All right,
58
all right,
years
all right.
in.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's
I'll run with it.
It's valuable.
I'll run with it.
P.
Like 31, 32. Because I feel like in that spot, right, you have a little bit of world knowledge on you. You're just old enough that people think you're mature, but also just old enough that you can still be immature and no one will be really concerned about it. And all the while you're making adult money at that point in time. If you've done if you've done everything
10
right.
years of a career. Yeah.
Right. So you got good money coming in. you're not like when you meet women at the bar and it's like, I'm 31. 31 is usually not like, that's not far enough for like, oh, that's like my dad. You know what I mean? So so you're right in that. I feel like you're right in that sweet spot where you can be the knowledgeable guy and you can be the sexy guy and you can be the guy who's got enough money to do the fucking things he wants to in the world.
Right.
And I think that's where I'd land.
31.
Yeah, I think 31's good because, like you're saying, you're a little bit more mature. I think also when I get to be 64 like you are,
Right.
I'll think 31 instead of 26.
It's understandable.
I need a few more years. I'm not far enough
We all
removed.
kind of, you know what's funny? We all kind of jumped the appropriate amount of years.
Yeah, right?
Like you were 26. I'm legitimately 5 years younger than you, and I picked 21.
Yeah.
Payday's 73 years old, and he picked 31.
Yeah.
We all jumped down the same amount of
Percentages, it's the same.
Yeah, it's all the same. All right, interesting. I'm glad that I was interested to see if anyone were to pick a child, because being a child is sick, but you have no freedoms.
Right, to be forever not emancipated, not on your own at all.
Well,
Jaden.
that brings a different story about, because 16 and emancipated, I mean, that's a cool thing to be, you know?
Then it's not
'Cause
even
if
weird
you're
to
the-
talk about
'cause
I
listen,
don't know,
here's
I
the
don't know
thing.
that it is.
Because if you're the emancipated 16-year-old,
Right.
you're fucking cool. You're winning in high school.
So-
You're snatching up all the high school
Well,
snapper.
what are you doing for money?
You're working at Burger King.
That's the best you got. Like when you're 16.
No, you're working on a construction site. If you're emancipated, you're bottom tier construction site.
You would hire a 16-year-old onto your, assuming it's legal in the state. You would hire a 16-year-old onto your site.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
I'd give
just say they're going to be fucking immature. They're not going to be reliable. Plus, they can't work during the day because they're in school.
I probably wouldn't, but somebody would. Somebody hired me at 16.
Right.
And if you're 16 forever, by your 10th year being 16,
You're pretty
you're a
good at
skilled
it.
carpenter.
Right.
So now you're a 16-year-old who's making fucking 70 grand a year. You're fucking really living pretty large.
You'd be a 16-year-old foreman at the
Yeah.
union hall.
Yeah. Making six figures
Some
at 16.
Benjamin Button shit. Trust
Yeah.
me, guys.
There's
I know
not
what's
a
going
piece
on
of
here.
snapper out there that you couldn't get.
Yeah, and talking about banging a 17-year-old when you're 16 is not something that's going to draw a whole bunch of people away, like
No.
what I just did.
You're
a minute
really
ago.
focused on the 17-year-old girls thing.
He's into that.
I'm just saying, I'm not into that.
Who are you sending money
How
shots
old
to?
was the girl that you showed your cum to?
She's a couple years younger than me, but not 15 years
11?
younger than me.
Oh, okay.
All right. Just trying to keep an eye on you.
I just apologized to her for that. That's what I just did. I
Sorry-
legitimately just said,
sorry
I'm
about
so
the
sorry
jizz."
about the jizz picture. This is why I shouldn't talk to people. They make me second guess myself. Anyway.
Or talk to them first. I mean, that's an option too.
What was I going to do in the heat of the moment when I got my hammer in my hand doing stuff to fucking photographs?
Yeah, but
the
usually
the
when
picture's forever. So you could have taken
No,
the picture.
it wasn't. There
that's
was,
why you
no.
never take a bird shot.
I didn't take
And
a
a-
bird
but-
shot.
He
But
said
a-
he cropped his bird
I
out
know.
of the shot.
Crop my
But
bird out
listen,
the shot,
A
dude.
splash shot is pretty closely associated to a bird shot.
I don't know.
Even though you're not showing your bird,
Let me tell you something. It's
the
not my
same
first
concept.
splash shot.
It's the same attitude behind it, right?
Yeah, it's like
you
fucking,
can't take that back.
I wanted to be like, you did this to me. This is yours for you.
Why didn't you do that with your hard dick in your hand when she was in front of you? Like you did
She
this to
wasn't
me.
in front of me.
I know, but the goal is to get her in front of you.
Yeah, I know, but there's some obstacles.
You're
I'm
trying to
jumping here.
fucking ruin that before it happens, though. I know. We know
I got
your
a- I
story.
got several ways
I'm
to
really
shut this
not.
down.
I'm really not trying to ruin this.
We're gonna head this off with the
I'm trying
pass.
to
Here's
ruin.
my jizz. Good
trying
luck.
To, trying to ruin everything around it, but I'm not trying to ruin this. Anyway, would you rather have the first dibs or the last laugh? So first dibs on everything, last laugh on everything.
P, why don't you set this one off?
I'm gonna go last laugh because
That's interesting. Go ahead.
Because if I'm always getting the last laugh, to me that means whoever had first dibs either did it wrong or it just lasted until I was going to get to it anyway. So last laugh gives me the option to pass, right? Everybody else's first dibs on this thing jumping in and they're all fucking dying. And I go, I'm not going to do it now. Fuck you. So I think last laugh strategically is the better choice.
Yeah.
Because you can't get like if somebody else
Well,
gets
they
first
don't-
dibs in hordes at all, you can't get last laugh. So last laugh means I got to it anyway.
Well, they don't have to be interchangeable. The first dibs doesn't have to be interconnected to the last laugh.
Right,
It's
I
either
understand.
first dibs on anything,
Right.
right? So you're the first one to try this. You're the first one to get that. You're
Yeah.
the first one to experience this, right?
Yeah.
Or disconnected from
Right.
the last laugh on this thing, the last laugh on this thing. It's funny. Now, when you said it out loud and as you were describing it, I'm like, oh, because I thought I would be the only one that said last laugh, and I thought both of you would say first dibs.
No, I'm definitely last laugh.
Yeah, it makes sense now that you say it because I know you enough to know that that's the thing. Got it. Cove.
I'm going third leg. That way, whether I measure the top or the bottom, I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kickstand.
Yeah.
I hear you get a fucking
Tripod.
kickstand,
Fucking
dude.
tripod.
Fat
dope.
and all wet.
Yeah. I think that if you have last laughs, it means you keep winning.
Yeah.
Everything's a win.
So yeah, we're all last laugh then.
There's
all right.
first dibs.
First dibs is cool.
Yeah, but also a wise man learns from others' mistakes. So you could watch somebody else get their first dibs, and like P said, you watch how they do it wrong, and then you scoop in and get the W.
So I guess the first dibs thing, if you're looking for it to be a positive, I would assume the first dib thing, generally the person who got first dibs, depending on what we're talking about, they're the only one that's famous for it. We all know who Neil Armstrong is. We don't know the 30th person on the moon.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean? So there is an advantage to first dibs, but I'm just not sure that it outweighs the last laugh advantage.
But we also know from a few episodes ago that the moon landing
Right.
was fake. So
And he was still famous for it. That's how good first dibs is.
so he
that
really had last
he
laugh.
was the first one to pretend, and he got last laugh. So
Yeah.
he's got the whole package.
Sorry,
If you
I'm
want to go
over
ahead and stop texting your
You
girlfriend,
trying to
during the
delete
show.
those jizz pictures from her phone? Because you can't do that from here.
it. I could on Snapchat, but all right. For the record, she was happy about it.
The apology? I'm sure she
No,
is.
she
I'm
wasn't.
sure she was.
I said I'm sorry. Was that gross? We're good, dude. All right. Got more pictures I know what to do with, dude. I'm jerking off. I'm gonna send her more. I think I'm gonna send her more splash pics.
Put
dude.
some with like a little bit on your cheek, so you could
Dude,
show
I'm
her
telling you,
so you could show her your
Bro,
range.
it fucking my range was ridiculous, dude. That's why the fucking picture was out there. I was center chest in it. There was jizz all over me,
Yeah.
dude. I was covered in my own
See
cum.
if you can get a little bit into your beard, and then send her a selfie.
If I fucking
It's a nightmare to get it out.
if I held if I held off for a week, dude, or two, it would be all over the place.
Why don't you?
It's fucking
Why
incredible.
don't you just edge then?
Because
You
it's
get the
I
same.
was
You get
doing
the
that.
same result, but
I
you
was
don't
doing
have to
that a
fucking
lot.
wait.
I was doing that a lot just for control and to try to prolong and to try to improve
Yeah.
my dick usage.
Yes, I understand.
And it was great for when I was doing it. And now it's just I got no time for this shit. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to fucking
All right, fair enough.
go to
It's a
sleep.
scheduling issue. I
Trying to
gotcha.
wet your bird.
I'm trying to go to bed, dude. No, but I'll get all riled up in these conversations, and she, I'm looking at her boobs and her butthole and stuff, and I'm like, fuck, and I gotta come all over myself. What are you gonna do? Would you rather?
No disrespect.
Would you rather live in a castle or own a yacht?
Yacht, baby. Daddy got to see the world. Now, I assume if I have a castle, the mortgage is paid.
Yeah, it's
The
your
same,
castle.
The same way I assume if I have a yacht, I got that unlimited Shell card, that unlimited
Right.
Sunoco
Right.
credit card.
You got the.
I don't know
You
if
got
that's the same, dude, because we're not. You're not.
It is because we're gonna have to upkeep on the castle too. You're gonna have to cut the lawn, so you're not gonna do it yourself. You're gonna have to keep everything working.
Yeah, both have to be all expenses paid.
Yeah, there has to be a certain amount of upkeep that a castle's got to be fucking expensive too.
I think it's probably cheaper to have a yacht than a castle.
I mean, especially if you're gonna have to, if it's somewhere where you have to heat it. Heating a fucking castle must be a nightmare, expense
just
wise.
get a couple fucking wood stoves, man.
How small is your castle that a couple wood stoves is cutting it?
Plus,
for?
I
you
gotta
know
go.
you-
I'll just stay near the wood stoves, dude. I got a blanket, dude.
Plus, you can't just hire
I haven't
any
had my heat on
contractor
in
for a
months,
castle.
years.
No.
You got to have a castle specialist
Yeah.
come in.
A castle,
Which actually
it's
we're working on.
masonry,
We're
bro.
We're working on another branch of 7-1
Castle repair?
over in Ireland. 7-1 castle contractors. So if you have a castle, feel free to reach out, and we'll see what happens.
I don't like the idea that we're including everything. I think the yacht's paid off, but anything associated with the yacht, gas, amenities.
All right. Well, if I don't have gas in my yacht,
Same thing with the fucking castle. If I gotta pay to heat it. In
Right.
my head, you're fucking.
So
you
so then at that point it's a balance either way. There's expenses involved in each, and we're just going to assume that we can cover them. Whatever it is we're doing,
Sure.
we
Okay,
have
fine.
the means to cover them.
All right. Okay. Whatever. Fuck.
Or we go right, showing you down the center style and say,
Put the castle on a dock.
I was going to say the castle's probably worth more, so I'll take the castle and put that bitch up for sale. Fucking bank whatever I bank off of the castle.
Buy a yacht with the
No,
proceeds.
man, this is not the game.
But you
dude.
didn't like my first answer. You're telling me I can't
No,
answer
it's
the
just
first
a fucking
answer.
weird answer.
You
It's
got to
like,
pull
I get
yourself by
unlimited
your
gas?
bootstraps tattooed across your eyebrow. God damn it!
That was my favorite. We need to put a best of out and just have you just losing your mind on people. It would be the best.
It's only
part.
happened twice.
Yeah. Well, it could happen more. I think. Did I ever
could
lose?
happen more.
Yeah. I really wanted to get into the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, but we didn't get into it because I thought that might start some drama.
I don't know enough about Kyle Rittenhouse to start drama with him.
I don't know really.
Plus,
enough
I heard
either.
he's a shooter,
Yeah.
so I don't beef with shooters.
I hear
Never
you.
have.
Yeah. I'm going yacht, dude.
Okay. Go
I'm
yeah.
going yacht.
That's how you answer the question.
Because I'm an alley cat by nature, right? So I got to be able to stick
and
and move. You know what I mean? So if I got a yacht, I'm always sticking and moving.
Yeah.
And you could start probably a pretty ill YouTube channel called like The Yachtman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's a better name than the Yachtman? Like it or yacht?
Yeah, I like that.
That's
How
not bad.
about
Yacht my president.
nice. How about big yachts? No.
Big yachts.
How about
Yacht's the deal.
Yahtzee?
Yahtzee.
That's not bad.
Yacht rot.
Yacht rot. I
Yeah.
like that.
Rotten yacht.
I like
Rotten
that too.
yacht.
Yacht and tomatoes.
Yacht and tomatoes. And then you can have like a little garden on the back of the yacht.
Yeah, and-
With tomato vines hanging over where it says yacht and tomatoes.
Tomato vines hanging over the big giant flat screen that you show movies on your YouTube channel that you review the movies on.
On a yacht.
Yacht and tomatoes.
There it is. Boom.
We're fucking. It's obviously the yacht.
7-1 presents.
P.
I mean, I'm obviously going with the castle.
7-1 Entertainment.
In my ultimate ending to my life, I'll be rich and I'll just be standing around cooking for people, just making different interesting foods. And that's much easier to accomplish in a castle than it is on a yacht.
Why do you say that?
Because I got more room. I have one local area, so I know, I can go to this farm and get this.
Oh,
And go,
gotcha.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
But
I can
feel like the oomph is better on a yacht.
The oomph-
Like you
the
throw
oomph is
that yacht
definitely
party, that like yacht party
Oh, yeah.
with Chef Paul Yakatan.
no question. But,
Yacht Katan.
but
Nice, dude.
but I can in that castle I can have 150 people over. I can't put 150 people on the yacht.
Yeah,
You
why
could
not?
dock it. You could throw a dock
I
party.
could dock it, yeah. No, I think
But you like a castle. I like the
Yeah.
castle for you.
I think it's a little more peaceful.
Yeah, that's probably true. Also, the castle has some appeal because back in 2009, when I was in Bo Robinson Community Outreach Center,
Yeah.
I found this book in the library. Nobody went to the library there because everybody was busy doing drugs, smoking cigarettes, and playing basketball and working out, doing regular prison stuff. You know what I mean? I used to go to the library, and I found this book about Italy. And this American broad moved from here to like a castle in a countryside in Italy. And I just thought about how wonderful it would be to live in a countryside castle in Italy. So that has some appeal to it.
Pull up some more castles, dude.
I'm working on it.
Maybe
Like this
some
is
yachts,
sitting right
too.
on the water. You got all that beautiful architecture. You got all the trees behind you, so you know there's not a lot of fucking people just driving by and beeping their horns and shit.
Yeah, fuck it. Sell the East Wing and buy a yacht. Jamie Mandel, what's happening?
Yeah, there's things that could be done with a castle. I initially thought castle, and then you kind of made me appeal to the yacht a little bit. Here's the thing. The yacht, you're out and about. You're doing stuff. You're seeing all over the place. You're also surrounded by water, so you still have the similar isolation. A yacht also has a party appeal. You have like it's more.
It definitely does.
A castle is a cool place to have a party, but
It's like a serene place.
yes, and it's a cold place.
Yeah,
it's a
there's not-
masonry, large,
Yes.
cold place as opposed to a yacht with amenities and cool stuff going on.
Absolutely.
Castles aren't particularly known for having titties out in the
No.
castle.
No, you don't have titties out in the castle.
No.
Titties are in a boosty.
Well,
bag.
actually, you wouldn't know because you're not driving by other people in your castle, right? You know the titties are out on yachts because you've seen it, but you don't know what goes on inside my castle.
You
This is
could have
true.
titties out in your castle.
His titties are definitely out in the
for
castle.
sure.
My
I got no
titties
reason
are
for
out
them.
in
It's
the
my
castle.
castle.
Yeah,
You don't
why
like
would
to
the
get the
fuck?
fuck
I'm
out?
fucking naked in my castle. I'm naked on the yacht. Be
Yeah.
honest. Who gives a fuck? I think that there's appeal to both, and I don't know where I stand anymore. Initially, I thought the castle, and then the yacht sounds like if I was lonely, I would want the yacht because you'd be able to do more in the yacht.
Yacht
If
yourself.
I wanted to be alone, I'd pick the castle. That's not a
That
good
is
yacht.
not a yacht.
That yacht sucks, dude. Give me a top of the line.
That's
Give
a
me
pontoon.
most expensive yacht. Google most expensive yacht.
It's gonna be like a $30-40 million yacht.
I want to see a $40 million yacht. That's a $148 million mansion or
Easy.
castle.
And a $148 boat.
Yeah. And
That's a fucking
that's a
pontoon
pontoon, yeah.
in fucking Cambodia.
Sean sailing by the castle. See you guys.
I'll take that pontoon over the castle.
No.
Yep.
For what? Just to be a Shawnee adventure?
Yeah. I'll take that pontoon
mean,
and I'm gonna sail up the Amazon River.
Oh, think about the yacht too.
Looking
with
for
like
gold.
Fucking like you got like a water park on the yacht. You know what I mean? Or you got like like you
Water
go like
slide, yeah,
when you go on like a cruise ship or whatever, and they got the water slide and the fucking thing
Yeah.
going on.
You'll have a jacuzzi that you call the yacht tub.
Ah, you pull your yacht out,
Yeah. Start counting your yacht.
dude. That's a yacht.
Heavy yacht.
So give me 1 second.
Uh,
I got you.
yachts.
Yacht yourself. But
Yacht
shake it
yourself
fast.
a little bit.
Yeah, you do a remix of Mystical Shake It Fast.
Yeah.
Yacht yourself. Shake it fast. And then there's
That's
whole
a
bunch of booty shaking
$1.1
around.
Blow
billion
that up.
yacht.
Let me see
Yeah.
that.
Blows that castle out the agua.
I want to see it big.
This is best I can do on short term. Hold on.
I just want to see it big, dude.
That's pretty big. There you go.
There it
Yeah,
is.
Look at that thing. There's that's
Pretty
an
much,
aircraft.
yeah.
That's an aircraft carrier.
That's what
thing's
$1.1
ridiculous.
billion buys you.
Yeah, I'll
That's
take it.
fucking ridiculous.
I'll take it.
I don't know, man. There's a helipad
There's another
on it.
fucking
There's another
regular old boat on the boat.
There's two of them, dude. You just drop that boat off the side. Look at the
Submarine.
That's one of those
submarine.
submarine Johns, yeah.
Damn, dude. We could all live in that one.
And never see each other. It's a good yacht. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's a yacht castle. That's a
That's
How
the
do you-
that's the best of both worlds.
yeah.
That's
If
an
we're
ag-
doing
that's an
all right,
agua fortress.
all right. I'm putting a castle on the yacht. If it's that yacht, I'm
Right.
taking the yacht.
Okay.
But and that castle is also beautiful and gorgeous and lovely, and I love the idea of having a garden and a maid, and it's a lot of empty walls, and it's just me in there, and I'm doing cool stuff.
And the reverb you're gonna get in your studio is gonna be fucking out of this
You want
world.
to talk about what my songs will sound like in that castle? I don't need to fucking record 3 vocals.
It would
I'm just
be
gonna
like
room
permanent-
mic
It
it.
would be like permanently singing in the shower.
All I want to do is sing in the shower.
Child.
Things are gonna get easier.
Ooh, child.
There's actual asphalt street on there.
One day.
Yeah, there's an actual street. You could drive
luckily,
that yacht.
luckily, everybody who's listening and watching on the replay can see exactly what we're talking about.
Well, whatever. Go fucking Google it, you nerd. Fucking get a life and fucking listen while you do shit.
Bro, you're never going to be Howard Stern talking like that to the people.
That's all Howard. Come on, man.
That's fair enough.
All right.
What's your next shit? Give us your next shit.
Last one for the. Let me ask you this: would you rather have full control over your dreams or never have to sleep again?
I'm going never sleep. Easy call.
Yeah, I love dreams, and I've practiced lucid dreaming, and I've never really attained it, and I am drawn to dreams a lot. That's why my recent dreams have been fucking catastrophes. But never having to sleep again gives you 33% more life.
Yeah.
So I think it's an easy call to say never sleep again. Never feel tired is fucking incredible.
Yeah, because here's the thing.
Although sleeping is also incredible.
Because obviously, here's the thing. Because I haven't said it enough times today.
Get
right?
get a couple more in. I got to put it on the soundboard for you so you can say
I
it
can
without
just hit
saying
it.
it. Yeah.
Here's the thing. The the dreaming thing, that sounds cool to be able to control your dreams, but here's the reality is that it's not reality. So all you're doing is playing a story in your head,
Your
and
Oculus.
you're in your Oculus.
How about Yoculus?
Oculus?
All right, go
and
back.
you get to write your story. You could do that with as a guy who has a decent imagination, such as yourself. You could do that by sitting and meditating and building the story in your head as you meditate. So you don't need the sleep to be able to create a fake
the
reality.
deeper subconscious is beyond anything I could ever. I mean, maybe on like a heroic dose of mushrooms or something like that, I've been pretty fucking close. You know what I mean? To living in my own altered reality.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's different. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
But also, right? All those dreams that are not reality, you give yourself 33% more time, you can achieve those dreams in reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more to give me more time so I can work on more things and get further away because Daddy's destined for greatness.
Yeah. 33% more life is fucking. You'd be crushing the game. Think about the people that don't sleep, the movers and shakers of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good stuff, P.
I like barely sleep as it is, so taking off any of the negatives that come from that, I'm good with not sleeping anymore.
Cool.
I get like 2 hours a night as it is, so knock out those extra 2 hours and we'll be good.
Who's your D block?
Uh-oh.
I'm not saying I'm an orphan. I'm not saying I never had breakfast.
Who's your D block? Cars you'd like to own. Oh yeah. Well, you guys forget?
That's all right. I can roll with this.
I'll go first because I have mine.
Okay.
My number one car that I would like to own all time has always been this ever since I've liked a car. Is a black twin turbo 96 Nissan 300ZX. If we could do it with the little T-top deal going on, maybe customize it a little bit, maybe give yourself a little bit of those fucking spaceship doors or something like that, lower it a little bit. Something nice, little sweet little spoiler off the back, nothing crazy, just a little guy. You know what I mean? Always loved the way the back lights looked, always liked the way the front lights looked. Those are my favorite cars ever. 94 to 96, but 96 is what I'm picking. It's the last year that they made the 300ZX. My number two would be a 93 all red, and I'm talking bumpers, I'm talking everything, I'm talking fucking rims, everything is red. 93 GMC Typhoon.
Nice.
Always been fucking
choice.
heavily drawn to those trucks. I was in one time, and it changed my life. The interior of those trucks are that of a Jeep Grand Cherokee. There's nothing special at all about it, but it is a fucking ridiculously fast and cool-looking motherfucking truck. Now I switch it up a little bit, and I go to a 59 metallic blue.
Metallic mint green. Oh.
I was thinking mint green, but the one that stands out to me, when I was a kid, I had a book called Cars of the 50s. And this was a car that just I was fucking blown away by, and it had like reverse suicide doors. Regardless, I think that was just like a customization. But anyway, it was a 59 metallic blue Caddy Coupe de Ville, and it just like fucking just screamed boss. And then the J Hood on the list is a gold 66 Oldsmobile Tornado.
Tornado.
Is it Tornado?
Tornado.
A gold 66 Oldsmobile Tornado. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know it was Tornado.
Yeah, it's Tornado.
I really didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I like the car a lot. I never knew that. It's spelled just like the word tornado.
It is.
And it's an American car.
It is. From
Tornado
Oldsmobile.
means what?
I think it means tornado, but it's Tornado.
All right. Well, now it's off the list. No, I'm just kidding. I just always liked the way that car looked. I also like the... what was that fucking... the Mercury Cyclone? I think it was Mercury Cyclone. Yeah, 60s Mercury Cyclone.
Okay.
Let me see what that was. 60 Mercury Cyclone? Yeah, 1960 Mercury. Now... But I do like the 1960s. I obviously like the 66 GTO would be up there too and stuff like that. I always liked the fucking El Caminos too. I always just like thought they were so cool.
Yeah, I saw the last El Camino on the road. The last El Camino in existence.
That's not true.
Saw it this morning. It had.
You saw it this morning.
I
It's
did.
The last one in existence.
I did. It looked like it was the last. It looked like the last El Camino hanging on for dear life. It was white, beat up, beat to hell, but it had the crispiest bed cover on it that looked like somebody just pulled it right off of a Chevy lot, like a soft bed cover, which I thought was super odd because half the point of the El Camino is just to have that back looking like that back. Like to put the cover on it, you kind of fucked it all up.
Well, unless you're trying to keep it mint.
Yeah, they weren't trying to keep this one.
No, maybe just the bed cover, though. Maybe it had a body back there. Maybe someone was sleeping back there.
I feel like probably more likely they had some copper that they took out of an abandoned house in there, if anything. That's kind of the vibe that El Camino was giving off.
El Camino's is like, why not? Why didn't, I guess like what was it? Was it Subaru that did the Baja?
They had the Brat. The Brat was the one.
Oh, the Brat. But
yeah.
what was the other one, though, that was more recent than the Brat?
I think you might be right with it being the Baja, but
Because it was like a sedan, but it had like a little 4-foot, 2-foot bed in the back.
are you talking about the Honda Ridgeline?
No.
Which got the pickup truck bed on the...
No,
Okay.
it was like, I want to say it was called the Baja.
I think the Baja looks like what the Brat used to look like.
Yeah, but did the Brat have a bed on it?
The Brat was the one that had like the seats in the back and everything. Like you could sit in,
Oh, yeah,
in the
yeah,
bed.
yeah. No, yeah, the Baja is what I'm thinking
Yeah,
of.
it's like a 4-door Brat, yeah.
The Subaru was a Brat, too?
Yeah.
That's a Brat?
Yep.
You guys Google along at home. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, bro.
Let me see the Brat.
The Brat's doing stuff, dude.
Yeah.
That looks like a fun car.
That
That looks
looks
like a
like-
knock around.
that
It
looks-
also looks really tiny.
Yeah, that looks like your Steez. I can see you pulling up in a Brat.
I think
Like a
that-
fresh, a super clean Brat. Like ironically pulling up in the Brat.
You know what I always wanted to get, and I almost got it when I bought the Volvo instead of the Volvo, was I was going to get a hearse. I was going to get like an old Lincoln hearse.
Okay.
And I thought in my head, the problem is there's only 2 seats in a hearse.
You think some wild things are. You think some shit, man.
Well, when I was a kid, I always wanted a hearse. And
Like I used to think, like I used to look at Biz Mighty from afar, and I'd be like, this fucking guy, it's all an act. He's fucking planning his whole shit out. And then now, as I've gotten to know you better, you just think some wild shit. Like your brain functions on such a level.
What's wrong with a hearse?
Got all that cargo space.
To make
Yeah.
to make a hearse your main vehicle, I think if you wanted a hearse as like a show car, like a project sidecar or something like that, that's cool.
What's the difference?
But to say like
A hearse is basically an El Camino with a top on the back.
I'm gonna drive around in a hearse, you're the guy driving around in the hearse, and you look like well, I wish I could remember this dude's name, who was in the Marston House ciphers, and he was like a big white dude who couldn't really rap. He was kind of a gothic
Draco.
IC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're Draco.
Oh my God, he has a song, dude. Draco is fucking. I wish we could do a thing where we just reviewed local rap videos.
Sure.
I would love to
I'll
just
do
do
it.
that.
I don't
We
give
should
a
do
fuck
it on
about
the
these
side.
local-
Me neither. That's
Yeah.
what we could. That's what we could prosper at.
Yeah, I'll
we
do
should
it.
just put on local rap videos. We should just do a segment that's not part of the gig or the tool
I'll
shed,
do it on YouTube every week.
and just do it on YouTube every week, where we just put a rap
I'll
video
tell you
on
what, if
and
we're
we just
gonna do
talk
that,
all over it.
If we're gonna do that, then we got to shorten the tool shed a little bit so that we have time to do it at the end of the tool shed.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, like
look at
that's
that
dope,
thing.
but that's not an everyday driver.
Why not?
Because
Yeah,
you look
and
like-
that's why. That's why I wanted one when I was a kid. That's exactly why. What I wanted to do was I wanted to put a coffin in the back, open, mirror on it,
Full of
neons
18s.
around, all fucking subs, dude. Just fucking rattling. Put a fucking skeleton on it that's always moving when it fucking shakes.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, that's
Whatever,
you. It's
dude.
very you.
It's eccentric
fucking
at that
cool.
point. It's not
That-
weird
it's
because that's an
that's
expensive
the- yeah.
vehicle.
This
I'm
is the word I'm
eccentric,
looking.
bro.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
am.
saying.
That hat's eccentric, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You're wearing an eccentric ass Ghostface Killer Thurston Howe hat.
Because
dude.
I'm fucking hanging out with you. You're rubbing off on me.
Yeah, whatever. Good, man. That's good. That's how you become more like an individual. You know what I mean?
I know.
I reek individuality.
I know. I am very follow the crowd. I'm a follower. What can I say?
I
You
know,
what I mean?
man. I heard
Beta
you.
male.
Yeah.
Listen, are you gonna go next, or am I gonna go next?
Why don't you go next?
All right, you want it,
I have
you
a
want the
feeling-
fucking glory.
No, I have a feeling
You
Payday's
got a
going to be
list.
like.
I know.
I'm
He's a car
probably,
guy.
I'm
It's going
probably
to be
pretty
like
easy.
Skyline GTR. Is that on your list?
It is.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, then you got to go. If he guessed it, if you can guess one off of my list, then I'll go next.
Lincoln Continental.
Nope.
All right.
All right, so my number one is the E92 BMW M3, with the fucking monster twin turbo, 600 horsepower, and 4 doors. So I can fucking put whoever I want in there and drive around like a maniac. The number 2 is the Nissan Skyline. The 2000.
All right, what color are we doing for the B?
Oh,
We got to do color and year.
The BMW. I said 2010. Didn't
I didn't hear.
I'm sorry. Oh, I said E92. So that's the years. But
Okay.
The Yas Marina blue that BMW makes, which is like this.
Electric looking blue.
It's very light blue. It's almost like a sky blue.
This one.
Yep.
Wow, that is
Yep.
fucking. Would you do that too with the tint heavy and the black wheels? Because this is fucking sexy
Tint heavy,
looking.
black wheels. The wings, the mirror, and the front splitter are all carbon fiber. Black carbon fiber.
Fucks with you.
And maybe a level 2 tune to it, so I can just eat up anything that's on the road.
Damn, this is nice. All right.
Number 2 is a blue, the dark blue. I don't know what it's called by Nissan. The GTR 2001 in the Nismo package. So again, the top of the line of that thing, and just a world eater, just a perfect. This is a car. There was 3 cars, the Supra, the Skyline, and the Mazda RX-7, and there was rules in Japan about how much horsepower you're allowed to put in a car before it hit like another taxing schedule.
Right.
So these three competing animals, these 3 competing companies got together and shook hands and said, we're going to list them all at 297 horsepower no matter what we do. Try to squeeze as much as you can out of it, but we're going to pretend like they're all 297 horsepower.
They did the same thing over there with bikes at a certain point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these cars off the line are capable of 600 horsepower without upgrading anything in the engine.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
how
I know about
that's
the
how
GTR.
precision and perfect that they're built.
Yeah, they're head turners no matter when. If you ever see them, which are rare, they're like a super head turner.
There's like 2 around here.
Yeah.
They're not that new. They're not 2001s, but there's like that's an R34. There are R33s around here.
Yeah.
But there's like 2 of them. I also saw, speaking to your list, I saw the other day, it was really weird to see, I saw a 300ZX, but it was an import because the guy was sitting on the right-hand side. And I thought that was odd because at that window, you could have gotten any of those
Right.
the same in America. But yeah, he definitely had an import. Number 3 on my list, it would have to be it's like the dark flake brown that Buick makes, but the Buick Skylark, a 1969 Skylark. Just not necessarily completely pimped out, but just real. The paint's clean,
Classy with
just
it.
yeah, just the paint's clean. The
Clean.
rims are clean but silent, and just cruise around in that.
Yeah,
just
that's
big
fucking
big
sexy.
American iron is fun.
Yeah, man.
And then my J Hood is the 2018 Audi RS3.
Okay.
They took this little tiny car, they put a 450 horsepower 5-cylinder in it, and it still comes in a manual, and you can just throw that car around everywhere, and it would just be a blast.
Oh, this is D block?
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was 5.
I
I
can
thought
go.
it was our favorite 5.
No,
I can go to 5 if you want. I had 2 more written down.
Well, you got
I got 4.
4.
Yeah, so I can get to 5 if you need.
If you want.
Did you go to 5?
Well, I had a Cyclone as a backup.
Okay. So my 5th would be the 2006 WRX STI in the R spec.
Damn, I like that.
All
I'm
wheel-
going to
all
throw
wheel-
the Skyline on the end of my list because I
Okay.
have to because I just fucking love that car.
Fair enough.
None of that made any sense to me.
I legitimately looked up a few of them because I just wanted to see exactly what you were talking about.
I mean, I heard Subaru and Buick,
recognize
but
those
after that,
you don't know what a Skyline is,
you
though?
throw all them letters on the end of something.
Dude, a
it throws me for
GTR
a
is
loop.
like a fucking. It's like every young kid's wet dream is that car.
I remember a Skyline being a thing.
It
But
was
if
like
you put a Skyline and 2 other similar cars, took the badges off, I don't know. I don't know.
oh,
what it
that's
is.
crazy, dude. Those fucking backlights are
When I was a kid, I wanted a '96 Nissan Maxima.
Okay, is this on your list?
No,
I did
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
I thought the Maxima. My parents had one, and I would have taken that one over and
yeah, my
tricked it
neighbors
out a
had
little
a
bit.
fresh one.
It was a nice car.
Yeah, they were fresh.
I do even though my list doesn't necessarily speak to it. I like a 4-door sleeper sedan that when you step on it, it gets up and goes.
Yeah, because the Maximas were quick. Mm-hmm. They had some balls to them.
Yep.
Do you have a Corvette on your list?
No,
All right.
I do have a '96 green Ford Taurus though.
Yeah, of course.
Is
Like
that
green.
legitimately on your list?
No.
Sea green.
My first choice would be a 3500 Chevy pickup, dually, white, jacked up, lights in the wheel well, extra fucking light bar on the top, fucking just as stupid and loud and chrome all over the fucking thing. Big flashy ass chrome side runners that fucking fold out when you open the door.
How big are your mirrors on that thing?
I'm gonna take mirrors off of a Mack truck, 18-wheeler, and put them on my truck.
You're gonna take the horn off the Mack truck too?
No, I'm gonna have like a little bitch ass horn.
That's actually dope, dude.
Meep.
Yeah,
A
it sounds
road
like
runner.
the road
It's gonna
runner.
sound just like the road
I like
runner.
that, dude.
It's gonna cost $100,000 plus because I'm gonna everything underneath is gonna be chrome.
Oh, the truck itself has got to start at like $60,000, right?
Yeah, we're looking at
You're gonna put
$200,000 here.
I was gonna say you're gonna put $100,000 into it.
Yeah, it's got the fucking frame of this bitch is chrome, dude. So when you look underneath of it,
You can't. Your eyes, you got to squint.
yeah, you got to wear sunglasses.
You got to
to
wear
look
a
under.
fucking welder's mask.
Yeah, and when I fucking flick them lights on underneath and it starts glistening off the chrome, you see me from 7 blocks away.
They can see you from the moon, like
I'm
the Luxor.
about to take a picture of my belly in a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing for number 1.
I hear you, man.
And I'm working my way there. I think I'm gonna get there in this lifetime.
Okay.
I'm hoping to.
I love it. Well, if you get rid of sleep, you'll be there in no time.
Exactly. Number 2 and number 3 could kind of be interchangeable. I'm either going 86 Monte Carlo in like a nice deep candy flake maroon, right, with the gold with like a rose gold accent all over it.
You just made me think about the Mercury Marauder, dude, and I really like
Mercury
that.
Marauders. That's a good.
Fuck.
That's
I
a
almost
good
bought
choice.
one of them, too.
Yeah.
The Marauders Heat.
Yeah.
With like the guts are gonna match the dunk style, like. And put the dumbass rims on, 30-inch rims that when you drive they don't move, right? That kind of joint.
Yeah. Need that.
And probably make the top a hard top convertible on it, just so I could do it.
You're not going to do T-tops?
Nah, no T-tops.
Okay.
I want a hard top convertible because you never see that on a fucking Monte Carlo.
So like a Targa top. Like it's the hard top that pops off and you put it in the trunk and you go.
Well, no, because I'm fucking rich at this point. I'm going to have them put the press the button top
I gotcha.
in.
You're going to do like the full-on
Some
Mercedes
old wild
setup.
shit, yeah. And then fucking the next one would be like somewhere in the, I don't know exactly what year. I want to say like a 91, 92 Regal, red candy paint, gold trim, 5th wheel on the back, elbows on it, the 84 caddy wheels with the spokes that poke all the way out.
The big stupid Dayton Jones.
Yeah, the Jones they do in Houston.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have a trunk that opens up and says TWD Life in neon lights on it.
Now, you don't think a fucking... I'm not trying to step on your thing.
Yeah.
You don't think a fucking ill hearse like that has the same kind of lowrider capabilities doesn't fucking stunt?
I'm not saying it doesn't stunt. I'm just saying I'd be flyer in the Regal than in the hearse.
Okay. You would
Personally.
be, but me personally in the hearse.
Okay. Fair enough.
Is that the Regal you're looking for? That's 92.
Yeah, but it's not going to look like
No,
that.
I understand that, but I was just the body shape.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not. Yeah. Roughly right around there. If go back to like a 89.
Right, I
and
figured
we're probably getting a little closer
I
to
figured
what
you
I'm
were
looking
looking
for.
something a little more squared up that looks more like the Cutlass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Kind
I
of.
always like the Cutlass, too.
It's
even though
like
stupid,
it's
but-
kind of like a Cutlass, but not quite that boxy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like a 89 maybe, like probably whatever the generation before the 92 is,
Right.
is what I'm thinking of. I'll have, what's that?
That's the 88 Regal.
No, that's not the Regal I'm thinking. Yeah, so
That's
there's
hot, though.
So somewhere between those two,
Right.
There's
Is this?
a happy meat. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hot.
it. And then when you put the wheel on the back and you trick it out, like that shit would be stupid fresh.
Just so we're clear, Biz, putting 30-inch rims on that,
No,
not that weird.
That doesn't have 30 inch.
I'm sorry,
no,
that's
that
not the one
doesn't
with
get 30 inch rims.
The
on
pickup truck with 30-inch rims that's jacked up to the sky with chrome on the bottom.
Yeah.
But a hearse is weird. So.
Yeah. Well, it's different strokes, man.
Yeah.
it. You're gonna say a pickup is weird?
Well, the way
No.
that you explained it, dude.
No,
it was
it's a
like,
show pickup. It's not eccentric like a hearse is.
It's a show hearse,
The
dude.
idea of a hearse is an eccentric thing.
You wouldn't drive
not
that big
telling you
stupid
not to-
pickup every fucking day of your life?
I would.
All right, well, I would drive the big dumb hearse, fucking knocking fucking pop smoke every day of my life.
I'm not telling you you're wrong for it.
With legitimate fog machines out the back, dude.
I'm not telling you you're wrong for
With
it.
a real dead body in it, dude.
I would definitely keep
Well,
like
that
a dummy
changes the
body
game.
in there.
Yeah.
And every now and then you could flip a switch while you're
Nah.
on the
It
highway
Just
and it
drops
just
out
dumps
the
out.
back. That's a good move, dude.
I think if you put a real dead body in there, changes the whole game, and the eccentricity kind of dies down. It becomes a deli driver. If you can do it that way, you know what I mean?
You could do it that
You start
way.
like a Lyft program for dead people.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
You could be like a hearse.
Yeah,
You could be like a
but cooler.
like a fucking
On
like
the back
a pallbearer.
on the back it'll say Hunter Hearse Helmsley.
There you go. Hunter
Huh?
Hearst. Yeah, I see.
There it is.
How about a crispy, super clean, 1992 silver 4Runner,
That's nice.
so that I look like I'm in
The
New
Hilux.
Jersey Drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hop out
I
with
was
my
like,
fucking
4Runners
Ford.
don't lose money, dude.
Yeah.
They're like, you buy a 4Runner, it's like buying a house.
Bulletproof.
Yeah. I'll wear my 40 below Timberland boots.
That's a good. I like that. I like that call a lot. It's my
Carhartt
favorite
jacket.
call.
You know what I mean? And system in the back, obviously. Bald head. And I'm looking fresh like I'm out of New Jersey Drive, bro.
Bald head, dude.
Looking just
Well, you
like
have
my
to.
name was Fredro Starr,
Yeah, dude.
but a few shades lighter.
That's my favorite pick on your list.
Yeah. How about an all black?
Are we just going? You doing 10?
He's gonna do 5.
Yeah.
Oh, you doing 10? All right.
No, I got 5. I got 2 more.
Oh, I felt like you already did 9.
No, don't worry about it. How about a Sprinter van in black where you could this goes to the yacht movement, right? Deck out your Sprinter van, take the seats out, put maybe a set of bunk beds in there, a little kitchenette off to the side with a sink and a hot plate, a TV, and
Doing
then like a seat,
like the Benz, John?
yeah, like a traveling Sprinter van.
Yeah, I like it.
So you and
what are those big fucking dumb Chevy vans called? What are Astro vans? Are they Astro vans?
yeah, like that, something like that, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
you
balling.
You and Pump could take cross country
We're
trips.
going
You'd be
everywhere,
living
dude.
large,
We're
right?
doing all different kinds of cool stuff in that. Are they massage chairs? Because then I'm never leaving.
Well, who's
I mean,
gonna
they
drive?
could
though?
be.
I guess you're gonna have to teach her to drive
Well, you just drive it and you stop, and then you go sit in the massage chair, or you put a massage chair in the front
as the driver's
as the
seat.
driver's
That
seat.
I don't see
seems
why
risky.
you wouldn't.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't want to be quite that relaxed
I'm gonna
while
be
you're driving.
in a hot tub while I'm driving.
How about a
I
hand,
like that better than the massage chair, actually.
Yeah, hot tub is
How about a
nice.
hand job chair?
Well,
Yeah, a sucky fucky 5,000, dude.
A fucking
Just-
Fifi chair.
yeah, I like it,
yeah,
dude.
I like that. Fifi in the steering wheel.
If you can control it with your cock.
You got a Fifi in the steering column, so you just lift your pelvis up every once in a
Yeah.
while. Yeah, I'm with it. And then finally, we'll top it off with the 2000 Eldorado in black with some nice chrome rims, not too big, maybe 20s, you know what I mean? But tinted fully out, all black, chrome wheels just shining. Eldo.
Murdered out is the way to go in most things. I
Murdered
think.
out Eldo.
Damn, I really wish I would have put a Marauder on my list just for shits and giggles.
Just to have something
Marauder's
murdered
solid.
out.
I gotta put.
Solid work.
Yeah,
I'm changing my 4th out for the Skyline, and then my 5th is going to be the Marauder.
go for it.
All right,
I like
thanks,
a
guys.
Marauder. I did have a stretch there as a younger man when I kind of really wanted a Marauder.
I
Because
saw
they
one-
sound so good, dude.
When I first got into the Volvo, I saw XC90 at like a fucking whatever the one that fucking Gilly the Kid shooting free throws at, whatever Danny
FC Kerbeck
Auto or
or
whatever.
something?
Yeah, I don't know.
whatever, wherever he's at.
But yeah, they had the XC90 there, but it was rusted out on the bottom. But that's when I first got into the Volvo, and I always liked the Volvos. I always liked the S90s, like from like the late 90s. They're fucking badass. And I drove one time, and that was also all rusted out. But I was just like, holy shit! Like it was the first time I ever drove something. I was like, this thing is fucking power and balls, and I felt like I was on the road. You know, it's like 4-wheel drive. It's just it felt like a fucking race car.
I love a 4-wheel drive sedan.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. That's like, yeah. I mean, that's how, honestly, I feel like that in the Volvo. I feel like that in that car.
I'm sure that Volvo's got some handles to it.
Yeah, it's got some fucking lights on the fucking thing, too.
It's like the Professor. Like, it's got mad handles and shit, but it's not going to be in the league, but it's still got game to be out here in these streets.
Well, it gets up, and people are like, oh, my fucking TL. And like, my thing will blow your TL out of the fucking water.
You
dude.
look at it, you're like, oh, regular 30-something-year-old white dude.
Yeah.
And then he gets on the court, he's got wild handles.
Yeah.
That's the Volvo.
It's me.
The Volvo is now the Professor.
Yeah, I like, and it has the male logo there. You know what I mean?
Masculine.
And it looks like something a lesbian would drive, but it has the male logo.
Seems slightly toxic, but I'll let it slide.
Thank you, man. I've moved up, by the way, from 48 to 49% masculine as of today.
Okay.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Okay.
We might have to confer with the council on that one.
What's the council? What did I not?
You're sending jizz pics, bro.
What
I
the
know
fuck? Who gives a fucking shit?
Okay. Listen, if you like it, if you want to drive a hearse, baby, to pop, I'm not going to tell you not to.
I think a hearse is balling, dude. I think I'm in my lane doing that. You know what I mean?
And same thing with the jizz pics. That's your lane.
Whatever, man. I think that your masculine card went down 1% when you mentioned the big white truck that you got all chromed and shit because you're fucking over there looking like your dick's little or something.
You can't G-check a G, my man.
I'm not trying to G-check you. I'm just saying that you might have went down 1% where I go up 1%. You're calling me out on the fucking hearse.
I'm telling you right now, I am the council on masculinity.
You're 63%, dude.
I'm
I understand that the rest's thorough.
A little higher than that?
What was it last week? I thought it was 63.
Yeah, but that's only because I had to make up a percentage of thorough. I'm 98.3.
Masculine.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. I can't be 49, but you could be 98.3.
I am.
You were arguing that I was higher than 48.
I thought you were, but then when you were arguing that you only were 48% masculine, I said, yeah.
Is Tess
That's
farting,
about
dude?
right. Yeah, she's tearing it up over
That
here.
is rough, bro.
Tess, scram. Go.
It smells like
Get outta
old
here.
broccoli.
My contacts are dried out and I don't wear contacts.
Yeah, that's rough, man. Let's mix a little bit of air freshener with that fart.
Something.
This stink provided by Tess.
Sure is.
Put that window open or something, dude.
All right, dude.
I don't want
we
that
gotta,
on- I
we
don't
gotta
want
close
that
down the show, man. That's when we close it down,
I
dude.
don't want that on my taste buds.
If you made it this far, huh?
Get it?
We appreciate you hanging out with us. I don't know why you would hang out this long, but if you did, we
Nobody
do
is.
appreciate you. Well, they might. They're on the replay when normal people listen.
That's true. Oh, Jesse James is still here. That guy's he's solid.
He's a solid dude. But you know what? I question him because of the whole Nick's roast beef thing. But regardless.
Well, he explained in the chat why there
All right,
was a
I'll look at
problem.
it later. I'll look at it.
He was out hustling Nick's roast beef, and they tried to like push up on him and throw their weight around. So
Well,
I get it.
They're
Fuck
an
'em.
established
He got-
business, but I understand where he's going.
He's got beef with the beef.
He's got beef with beef and pork and horsey sauce.
Right.
Not horsey sauce, real horsey. Anyway, go to the YouTube, The Gig Podcast. Go to thegigpodcast.net and be drawn right to the YouTube page where you will then subscribe to the YouTube page and you will be alerted with every new gig thing, which is now every fucking day of your fucking week
Yep.
is filled up with gig content. That's a
Giggery.
Monday, the Tool Shed. That's Tuesday would be the Gig Podcast Part 1 replay. Wednesday will be the Tool Shed replay. Thursday will be Part 2 of the replay for the Gig Podcast.
Correct.
And then Friday you get it again live on the book, and that's at the Gig Podcast at Facebook.
Also coming soon on Saturdays and Sundays, you're gonna have the Tool Shed reviews local rappers
There it is.
and the Gig reviews work videos.
Yeah, I like that.
That really now you're getting 7 days a week.
Can I be a
I
part
thought
of
we
the...
don't work weekends.
Well,
No, we don't, but
okay.
we could schedule the shit to go on to the
Okay.
weekend. You know what I mean?
I got
can
you.
I be a part? Can the Tool Shed also review the work videos? Because I don't know why I wouldn't be a part of that.
I would love you to be if you showed up on Friday night.
I don't like payday. Dude, why
fine.
can't you just do it on the Tool Shed night? Why can't we cut this a little earlier?
If we cut this to an hour, then we'll do both of those.
Oh, an hour.
But you can't have me up until I already have to wake up at in 5 hours.
Yeah, me too. And I got to drive 47 minutes.
Yeah, well, you see why this
Move.
you see why this looks like this?
Yeah.
Because I get the proper amount of rest. Rest is recovery.
Whatever. Sign off.
Thank y'all. Biz said the stuff, man. So we're out here. We'll see you Friday. Peace.
Yeah.